Hey!
What's up, boys?
What's happening?
How you doing?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to episode 9 of the CrowCast. How's everybody's week been?
Yeah, pretty good, man. Thanks. Yeah. Yours?
Yeah, not bad. Same stuff, really. Crow versus pigeons. I had a hot tub this week.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And then we found out there's something wrong with it, so we thought maybe the pigeons had something to do with it. Coming out with knives.
Shit in the mechanisms, is it?
Punching it or something, I don't know.
The closest thing I've been having one of them is a fart in the bath, boys. I'm only joking.
What about you, Ronno? What have you been up to, bud?
Recovering from that hangover that I inherited on Saturday night. That was a rough one, that was. So yeah, that kind of took the wind out of my sails for a couple of days. Bit of jamming, bit of Xbox. Been a good week. It's been a good week. Been a lot of drinking again this week, but
I know, man.
I've gone through all my wine. Yeah, I've gone through all my wine. I'm on the last bottle of whiskey. I think we're gonna have to order some more now for the weekend as well. Like so, yeah. But 9 episodes, man. Do you know what I mean? It's like 9 episodes. It's the Big 10 next week. Woof.
10 years, 10 episodes.
Double digits, boys.
Hey.
Yeah, man. Yeah, fair play. How's your week been, Dave?
Eat, sleep, repeat. Really, same old. Apart from I can't go anywhere now. I'm in my own personal lockdown. Lisa has had some symptoms, so she's had to be tested. So we're waiting for them results to come through. So can't go anywhere apart from walk the dog, which apparently the nurse said we can do. Just watching TV, playing a lot of guitar. Really getting into this sending ideas back and forth thing. We got a few good little ideas knocking around, and we boys, it's brilliant.
We really have, man.
Yeah, so it's lovely. It's just being creative like that. Trying to focus my energy into that really, because it's either I'm just sitting out watching TV. So yeah, all good.
So Lisa's been tested, yeah?
Yeah, because she's a nurse. Not a nurse. She cares for people, so for vulnerable people. So she got tested on Friday. We don't have the results back yet, so we're still waiting. But she had like a really bad cough and getting out of breath and the lungs. She's sort of like that kind of thing. She's fine, but it's just waiting for these results to come back. I'm assuming they're busy, so yeah. So I haven't been in work or anything, which is I thought it'd be nice, but if we do feel a little bit housebound, but yeah. Because at least work was getting out the house, But yeah, I never thought I'd miss going to work. I never thought that would happen.
Oh, that's mad, but
I know. I mean, I'm not. It wouldn't be normal. I mean, if we were outdooring and stuff, I wouldn't give a shit. Sorry if my boss is watching, but it's different anyway. It's different. Sorry, Mike. It's different when you're stuck. It's different when you're stuck in the house, isn't it? Yeah, but yeah, no, all good, boys. All good. All good.
Good. Well, keep us updated.
Yeah. Be fine. It'll be fine. She's fine anyway. It's just getting the clearance so we can go back out again.
Yeah.
What else have you been up to this week, Dave?
Watching the Dog Whisperer. Watching the Dog Whisperer.
He's got for anybody watching this, Dave's got a fantastic memory. It's absolutely brilliant. You did something really cool this week.
Oh, I made a cheesecake.
Fucking right.
Yay! Look at that. My soggy cheesecake.
15 minutes uploading or nothing, man. Jesus.
Yeah,
I mean, 2 weeks late.
Well, we got a shopping delivery. We figured out to get it delivered now. So I ordered the stuff for a Biscoff cheesecake, and I didn't whip the cream before I put it into the thing, so it's a little bit softer than it should be. Yeah, but it tastes a little bit droopy. Story of my life, really. But it tastes incredible. Between us, we've already had half of it today.
Yeah,
it's beautiful. I wish I could share it with everyone, but yeah. So yeah, been a little bit creative this week. It's been great.
Good, man. Looks lovely.
Yeah,
I did.
Cheers.
What about you, Shane? What have you been up to, bed?
I don't really know, but it's it's one of them weeks we just I don't really know what I've done.
That's most of my life, that is, Shane.
Yeah, I haven't done no baking. So no, maybe that's what threw me.
Cool.
So-
Eat, 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 eat. You bake the week up rather than break the week up. Get it?
I'm quite disappointed. Yeah, I get it. It's been about an hour. I'm quite disappointed this week. I haven't done much baking, to be honest. I'm really. I did make. Oh, here we go. Because everyone says we're gonna have a cookery program. I did have a go at doing beef stroganoff and tikka masala. So I made that from scratch. I was trying to work if I said that last week or whether because even my cooking's blending into one now. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I did have a go. I'm trying to do something new every week. I've never done Yorkshire puddings, so I think that's what I'm going to do this Sunday. I'm going to have a go to my own Yorkshire puddings.
Oh yes, nice and get 'em nice and fluffy. Beat it up nice.
And if they go wrong, just banging Aunt Bessie's in, innit?
Aye.
Boy, always have a couple on spare, innit?
Yeah.
Oh, aye. I tell you what, Aunt Bessie's pancakes, man. Oof.
Well, to be honest, right, I don't know about. I've never tried their pancakes. They're good, are they?
Oh, aye, they're good. And you don't get it stuck on the ceiling either. You know what I mean?
I've tried an apple pie. Rubbish.
Was it?
Absolutely terrible.
Have you tried they do like sort of like frozen veg, don't they? But they do nice like honey glazed parsnips and stuff like that. They're pretty good.
Oh, Kev's done a toad in the hole, boys.
What's that?
Kev's done a toad in the hole.
Oh, lovely.
Didn't know, but
I hope you use Greg's sausages in there, Kev. You hollow them out of the sausage rolls and put them in.
Tell you what, we'll have to get Kev back on next week.
Yeah, I hope he done it in one of them suits he had on in the photos last week.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Well, the not so naked chef, like.
Yeah.
I was slow on the background change this week. There's a lot of people pointing out my my background change was slow this week. I apologize. I still left the testing thing up, and it looked like Dave had a clown sitting next to him.
Oh right, so they could hear us, they just couldn't see us, was they?
That's not sitting next to him. That's him.
Yeah.
Sorry, man.
Difficulty trying to work out why there was a clown next to you. That's what it was, Dave.
No, it was me. I was the clown. Yeah. What have you been doing then, Lloyd, boy?
I'm back in work, man. I've been obviously at a distance and stuff, but
going all right?
I'm back doing what I can. Yeah, it's nice to be back to have a little bit of normality. Yeah. I know there's a lot of builders merchants open and stuff, and
apparently it's hard getting the materials at the minute. My brother was.
Mate, you won't get plaster anyway. You won't get plaster anyway.
Yeah, he said it's all backlogged, and also it's a layman like myself couldn't go in and get. I
looked on eBay and there was a bag of plaster going for 34 quid. It's like,
is that good though? I don't know the going rate.
It's like £6 plus VAT in the merchants.
Oh, what?
Do you know what I mean? It's like someone's making some serious coin here.
I know. I missed a trick there. I did ponder on how I could make a little bit of moolah in the old lockdown, and that was it. I missed it.
But
you're gonna. So Shane thought that doll next to you was your sex doll, Dave.
I couldn't bring that one up. It went too quick. I was trying to grab it, like it'd gone off my screen.
I haven't got it in me, boys. I haven't got it in me.
Hey, what's everybody drinking tonight? Is anybody drinking?
Well, I'm gonna squash the myth of what happened last week. I had loads of messages of concern. I don't know if you boys noticed, but a lot of people thought I hit the bottle.
Yeah, it did look like it.
Drinking out of a large glass bottle.
Don't do that, but it's not good.
Well, but it's actually dandelion and burdock.
Yummy. I've been picking up a lot of dandelions lately for the rabbits. Oh. They love it. Yeah, they love all that shit.
Dandelion it is this week. It wasn't last week. Ronnie Exford, I know you, boy.
Well, yes, you have been a big influence in that department, I gotta admit. But
I'm on the old JD this week with a bit of ginger beer. Ginger ale, sorry, JD and ginger ale. I got nothing else, can't go out, so I'm just having what's in the house.
Just standard JD bed?
Standard JD, yeah.
Beautiful, can't go wrong with that.
I haven't done an early Zoom with Shane.
the unimproved version of JD, that isn't it?
It's really nice. It's nice with ginger ale. I'm not normally a spirit drinker, so I probably will be able to make even less sense than I normally do by the end of the show. But I'm enjoying it. It's nice.
Yeah, I haven't tended to do an early night Zoom with Shane yet. Every time I seem to go on with him, I don't think I'm making it upstairs till about 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning, and that's normally backwards as well. Like,
Do you feel like this is kind of like doing a Zoom thing or doing this? It's like a night out, and I was all like, "Oh, what shirt shall I wear?" To like Lisa, I was like, "Oh, look, I felt like I was getting ready to go out." I've been wearing like joggers and a frigging t-shirt for the last.
It's the only day of the week I have a shave and do my hair.
Yeah. Me and Shine had that same conversation earlier, didn't we, Shine? What should we wear, bud?
Yeah, and then we decided on the same hoodie, but did we?
Go on.
Oh, look at that winter storm. Check it out.
Somebody, I missed a
I put it on
comment.
first.
I missed a comment, Shane, but somebody said you had enough money to put electric in this.
Paid an electric bill.
Well, yeah, God was kind this week. He left the light on a bit longer. Like, I mean, give it half hour, it'd be dark.
Tan Coombs has asked where the Apple Jack's coming from. Everyone's on about Apple Jack. Yeah, the shop. There we are. There we are, Tan. The shop.
Yeah. It's going to be a good show.
Yeah. Well, we're all on the spirits.
We're all on spirits.
Will be you, Shiner, and Lloyd T, is it?
Yeah, I'm on methylated spirits.
Straight up the nose.
I thought your glasses could do with a bit of a clean, but
tea. A tea.
I had a cup of tea earlier, but time for a drink now. It's my night out, so.
Shiner bypassed his meter.
Charlie, you're right. Like I said, give it half hour.
He's on next door's meter, is he?
That's what I was going to say, Shine. I think you're auditioning for the new Red Dwarf, but.
Oh, yeah, is that what I seen it?
Yeah, there's a few people said it.
It's Holly, isn't it?
Kev mentioned it. He said it absolutely cracked him up because when he first seen you, all he could see was genuinely like your head was floating, talking to us, like, you know.
Hey, we got a bone to pick with you as well.
Who, me?
No, Shiner.
Oh, right. It's usually me. It's usually me. So
when Kev was on last week, but he dropped a bit of a bombshell. You've got a Kemper, son.
I know the bastard gave it away, didn't he?
Kempsy boy.
I was saying to Dave what I was going to do. Right, I was going to put it the next time we practice, plug it in, and then see if anyone noticed.
Oh, we went straight away. Straight away.
Yeah,
I have to start calling you Ross Kemp or Martin Kemp.
Christ, he's had a few already, hasn't he?
No, that's amazing. That's amazing, Shane. Because that's going to come in handy for traveling, man. If I could afford one right now, I would. I'm going to save up and get one.
Yeah, it'll save us some. I
had a dream about it the other night. If I dream about something, I need to make it so.
Well, remember that dream you told me about? Let's hope not.
What was?
Anyway, let's not go into it. Let's not.
I don't know. I have a lot of weird dreams.
We'll talk after.
Yeah. Remember Dave's dream about the shark chasing him up the mountain?
That was harrowing.
For those of everybody who's familiar with the Bulk Mountain, Dave was going up there in his dream for a nice ice cream.
Chased by a shark.
And he got chased by Jaws.
It was harrowing, boys. Harrowing. I got it. For people who don't know, I've got a phobia. I suppose most people got phobias of sharks, but mine's unfounded. Like I can't close my eyes in the shower or anything like that because I just freak out.
What was he doing? Running after you on his fins? Like what? I don't understand. Need water.
I don't remember, to be honest with you, but it was I don't know. I can't remember the detail.
What the Bulk? Like
mountain? The mountain.
Hey, Dave, in fact, all right, if memory serves me right, that was a year ago, pretty much this weekend, because we played Call of the Wild, and it was around the time you had because you jumped in the van, and you went, "Oh, boys, I had a terrible night's sleep." And
then I told you about my dream.
Yeah, so I think this year might be a crocodile.
Yeah, I don't mind crocodiles, so I'll be right.
They're coming for you, Dave.
Might be a rabbit. Kill a rabbit.
Dave, stop laughing.
Don't even breathe.
Like Donnie Darko.
Don't even breathe. Girls.
Oh, God. Should we have a question?
Aye, let's do it. Let's do it. Right then. Grant Nairn. There's a lot of tattoos between all of the band members. So one, what is your favourite piece of skin art and what's the story behind it? And two, do you have any tattoos you regret so much that you'd even let tattoo fixers do a cover-up for you? Right. Probably my most meaningful one is I have a candle lit at both ends. Because my mum and dad always used to tell me, well, in fact, they still do, you're burning the candle at both ends, you are like, bye. And that's probably the one I regret the most as well. No, I'm not joking.
That's a cool tattoo, Alex.
Brilliant.
That's great, man.
It's a big one as well, but no.
Oh,
And your tattoo. No, but it's CS now.
bloody hurt.
Anyone else?
Shine?
No, there's no meaning behind mine. It's just I just like making a mess of myself, I think.
And you're doing a bloody good job, Shane.
Yeah. Lifelong goal now, Dave.
I know, yeah. I'm joining you, but
Yeah, what about you, Dave?
I don't really think any meaning or anything like that particularly, but I do particularly like I got one over my top of my arm there and an elbow, over my elbow that Chris did, and it's like a like a Santa Cruz skateboarding company sort of style thing. Because when I was a teenager and all that, I used to be really into my skateboarding, and it kind of reminds me of those days. I haven't got anything that I would want to remove, I don't think. So that's it.
All my tattoos are legends, really. Chris Cornell, Johnny Cash, Kurt Cobain.
Nice.
But I suppose my favorite is I got like a 70s version of my dad. Yeah, he's passed away. I've done for 9 years now, so I guess that's the most, I don't know, the special one. I haven't had a tattoo I'm embarrassed of yet. But if I carry on drinking this Jack Daniels, who knows?
Get the fountain ink out. Get the cartridge out the printer.
I literally just had a flashback of the scene with Henry Winkler on the water boy. Well, Mammy don't know, won't hurt it.
Yeah.
I just got loads of random shit. Same as Shiner. So I got some that mean stuff. Any I don't like, I tend to have had them tattooed over or just kind of layered them. So yeah. So there's nothing. I'm quite impulsive as well. So I kind of had loads of shit when I was younger. Like I got a load of tribal on my arm, and then I kind of tried to turn that into some sort of galaxy, and then that ended up looking shit. So I ended up chucking. So yeah. I just the same, just loads of, just like I like loads of ink, like, you know, if I like something, I'll just have it done, like. So
I think if you've got a lot of tattoos, then I think, you know, like having something on there that's not perfect, that don't matter, does it? Like, I think if you've got one big tattoo and it's just completely shit, it's different, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. It stands out then, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I think
Good
one of my favorites is off an artist called Mark Bester. That's on my shin, that is. Because it was just really cool. Because obviously I've known the boys for years, so it didn't seem like a big deal. He's done like a post-apocalyptic, but it's called like an impact piece, so it's like a shin piece. But I just liked hanging out with him, and you know, yet again, it was just like a really cool color piece, like, you know, 6.5 hours done. Most of the other ones, obviously, when I had the shop, it was always hard owning a shop and stuff, so I got a lot of unfinished work. Because you tend to kind of have to wait like fucking 8 months to get something finished, like, you know. So I like that one because it felt like I was a client, a customer, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Yeah. So you could go in, get your job done and everything done then. But yeah, it's cool. Very cool.
I'm just helping Oliver out. He can't get rid of the captions. He's watching it. I'm just trying to help him out.
Oh God.
Oh God!
Yeah. So if anyone is having that issue and it's annoying them, then yeah, the top, very, very, very top, there should be 3 dots. You hit it, and then the closed captions come up and they should be on or off. If that don't work, then I can't help you past that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and just to interfere as well, there's a lot of questions coming up about the CrowCast merch. But that should be out this week, Shane.
Yes, we're having the delivery imminent. Should be either tomorrow or the day after, and we will all get out to you as soon as possible. As soon as we get them, out to you.
Yeah.
Thank you for your patience, everyone. You know, but it's out of our hands. You know, the way that the world is at the moment, it's taking ages for something to be delivered. So it's just one of those things. But thank you for your patience. You will get them by this week, the end of
And
this
I've
week.
spoken to the merch company today as well. The Reaper ones are not far behind them as well, because obviously we realized the issues of ordering and pressing and everything like that. We kind of got on the Reaper ones a bit better, so we understood their turnaround. So yeah, anybody who's ordered a CrowCast t-shirt, one of these, absolutely, they're a beauty. They are one of these.
Yes.
That, fingers crossed, should be out to you this week.
Ooh,
Yes.
Oof.
And when you get them, I want to see plenty of photos on the fan page.
there you go.
Have you all wearing them?
Yes,
Yeah, have you
please.
seen those avatars on Facebook everyone's doing with all the crow sort of?
Yeah, I tried having a go at it the other day. I couldn't figure out how to do a t-shirt. Fair play.
Yeah, it's cool. I like that.
Hmm.
I like that. So, right, we've got a couple of birthdays and shout outs. Is it right if I do it now?
Yeah.
Go for it.
man.
Okey doke. So I've got here, let's start off with Chris Carnes. His birthday's on the 20th. What's the date today?
Pass.
19th.
The
His
19th.
It's his birthday tomorrow. Happy birthday, bud. Happy birthday, Chris.
Happy
We got
birthday, dude.
Martin Watty. Martin Watty's his birthday today. Happy birthday, dude.
Happy birthday, son.
Happy birthday, man.
And we've also got a cake here. This was sent in from Rob Evans. And it's for his partner, Harriet, who is 18. Oh, no, sorry. It's her birthday on the 18th. Oh, I got that wrong. Harriet, sorry. Her birthday's on the 18th. Doesn't mean you're 18. But you wish you were, though. Anyway. Apparently there's a birthday cake, Ron, somewhere.
Whoa.
There we are. It's a birthday cake with Lloyd on it. Check that out.
Les Diamond approves.
Happy birthday, Harriet. Happy birthday, everybody. Cheers.
That's
Happy birthday.
class. That's class.
Cheers to the birthday people.
I expect one of them for my birthday, boys.
Well,
Just
there we are.
saying.
Happy birthday.
You see my baking, Lloyd. You won't want that, but
We've got a few shout outs here. I want to give a shout out to Annie Joyce. She got me doing a crow pose. Have you seen this, boys? The crow pose in yoga.
So the yoga one, yeah, with the feet tucked
Yeah, yeah.
under. All right.
So she put that up and then sort of laid down the gauntlet and said, "Can you do it, Shane?" I was like, "Oh, you know me. I'll give that a go." Yeah, I did it. But she's incredible. Every workout she does, she got a crow t-shirt on. So big up Annie Joyce.
yeah. Annie, I wish I could have a workout with you, love. I really do.
Aye.
Shit.
I was going to say that sounded bad then. That sounded bad then. No,
Anyway,
I
moving on.
I just enjoy working out and it looks fun.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on.
Just let it get-
Tough crowd. Ooh, it's getting a bit warm.
I want to go big shout out to Ellie Watts for another amazing version of Blink of an Eye.
Yes.
So it's on the acoustic. I
Yeah,
love it, man.
That was brilliant.
Incredible. I'm loving all these sort of youngsters getting our songs and doing their own thing to
yeah,
them.
it was brilliant.
Incredible performance and rendition. Another shout out to Rachel Thomas. She's been doing like the countdown to the Steelhouse, and obviously we've recently found out it's not happening this year. Apparently she began a bit of stick for doing it. I won't go into it too much, but hey, the Crows are with you, Rachel. Big shout out to you and everything you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. Big love from the Steelhouse family as well. Speaking of Steelhouse, we have been
Boom.
Oh, look at that.
check that out.
It's all right, then.
Not bad.
It's all right.
In the words of Andy Sneap, it's all right.
It's all right.
Yeah.
I was speaking to Andy Sneap today, actually.
Yes, we were announced on Steelhouse 2021. That's the first one. Obviously, is really, really sad news that they couldn't do it this year. But the guys have received so much love and support. Thank you guys for rolling over your tickets. And let's make next year. Well, it's the 10th one. We did say we wanted to be part of the 10th one.
We did.
That's the bizarre thing, wasn't it? We were almost
everything happens for a reason.
Yeah, man. It's incredible. Like you said, so much effort gets put on these festivals and stuff. And we know Max and Mikey and everybody at Steelhouse, all the volunteers and stuff, really, really well. So gutted, but at the same
It's
time,
heartbreaking, isn't it?
I thought it was really good that they sort of, quickly got on to next year. To show people, they're ready to go. You know what I mean? But it's not like, it's postponed and then end of. It was like, it's postponed, but look what's coming. And that's credit to everybody. That's Max and Mikey doing what they do best, really. But yeah, we're buzzed to be on it. We love it up there. I think there's got to be a record, boys. Are we the only band that's played? Is it 3 times on a bounce?
Well, it will be now, won't it?
Technically, like when we spoke to Max and Mikey, obviously we weren't playing this year.
Yeah.
So that was us. We're gonna have to speak to him about this. That was us out of the mix. But because obviously this year now is next year, that means we've played there. That is a triple. That's 3 on the bounce, technically, isn't it?
Yeah. I want to be the first to do that.
Well, we are.
Brilliant.
Awesome.
I think we should. There's a lot of
Go for
people
the hat trick.
headlining. Not that we know. But the days have been revealed, I think, because there was a few people putting up screenshots. So if you get over to Steelhouse Festival on the website, I think they have, and there's a lot of people will say in the chat room, especially like I know Charlie's on here, John Hill's on here. I'm pretty sure Mikey might be on here as well. I think the day breaks are already up. So yes, we are playing the Saturday night. Right. Along with Chris Barras and Florence Black and Revival Black, and then more to be announced.
Exactly. So get your tickets. It's going to be incredible. It's always incredible up a mountain, but I think this year off and then the 10-year anniversary, I just think it's going to be so special. It's
going to be extra special, isn't it?
Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah. Oh, someone just said it's Stuart Cable's 50th today, or would have been, so. Shout out to Stuart Cable. I had the pleasure of having a few beers with him once, and he's a lunatic, man.
Yeah,
so,
well,
I can see.
Have a drink to Stuart Cable.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Should we have a competition?
Aye.
What about a lyric game?
Aye.
What about the lyric game with its new theme tune?
What's that off? Is it Little Britain?
Yeah.
Write
the theme tune, sing the theme tune.
That's the one.
What's the other one? Lots of things happening in Albert Square. Anyway, sorry.
Okay. Sing along, everyone. Tell me the lyric. Give me the lyric. What's in this lyric? It's lyric time. Tell me the lyric. Give me the lyric. What is lyric? It's lyric
time.
Next line. What's the next line? What's the next line?
I'm gonna harmonize with you next week, Shane. It's gonna be.
You're all right, Rob.
He was cracking me. I'm sorry, Shane. He was he was that guy who, he's like, I want to get involved.
Yeah. I was trying my best, Shane. I was thinking, I'm gonna hit this harmony at the end, and I just completely missed it. Story of my life.
You're not in time on stage, let alone on a.
I know.
Oh, I'm only joking, brother. So, sorry, I'm drinking. Yeah.
It's the lyric game.
Lyric game. So here's the lyric. You know what to do. It's the following lyric I need. So it's as simple as one. Beautifully broken. What comes after that? Beautifully broken.
I'm keeping an eye out with my eyes.
Brilliant. Let's have a question then.
Hang on, we haven't revealed the prize for it, though, have we?
Oh, there is the prize. There's a prize for this one.
Well done, Lloyd.
So yeah,
This is a beautiful
basically,
prize.
it's something. This is something quite different, isn't it?
It really is.
We've never
It's a
done
good
this
prize.
before. It's quite cool. So the lovely company Way to Go online, they do like all handcrafted, vegan-friendly soaps. They're all made from natural ingredients. I've actually used this soap. It's bloody lovely. Honestly, it leaves your skin so soft. It's so good for you. But yeah, so they've been kind enough to offer that as a prize. So the lucky winner could have that.
Awesome.
And what was
And
the
I have,
lyric
I have
again,
used that soap and it's good.
Sorry, Ron.
Shane?
What was that, Bet?
What was the lyric again?
The lyric was beautifully broken. What follows that?
And you will win that.
Whoa. So
So
fresh
there
and clean.
Let's have a quick question while the judges are looking at the first answer. We've got
Right,
several
then.
people looking this week as well. So
That is, Ron.
Some drummers in the background.
We've had a bit of backlash from people who are saying, "Oh, I had it before so and so." And the thing is, we on our screen now, we got all the comments coming up on the right hand side. So that's what we're looking at. Now it's been told that Facebook, I don't know, more. We're not getting all the comments basically. So some people are commenting and getting it before the ones that we are seeing on the screen. So to eradicate this, we've got somebody looking at Facebook live stream, one of our admins, to determine on Facebook who said it first on Facebook. Okay, and we can see the YouTube comments here. So between us, we should have a good idea who said it first.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
that is correct.
Question time. Yeah. This one's from Iona A. McAlpine. Have Moose and Shiner ever collaborated and worked together musically? And would they ever consider it? Shine? You look pretty quiet there, so I thought I'd have to ask you this before you scarper like.
Well, if anyone knows me and my brother, it wouldn't be a collaboration for very long. Well, musically anyway. So, no.
I love your brother the same.
Have you in the past, though, Shine? You must have done something like back in the day.
I think maybe back in college, but you know, just playing a cover song or something. But
Yeah.
you know what I mean, I've recorded his drums, but that's as far as they go.
Hmm.
So,
And would you
yeah,
work
I
with
hope
him
that
again?
answers your question.
Would you work with him again, bud?
Well, when he listens, but he's he's all right.
Yeah.
But I don't know. You must be the same, but you were brother. You know what I mean? It's that same mentality in it. It's like two brick walls butting heads.
Man, my brother's built like a brick wall. Yeah.
Yeah, mine is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean. You know, they say, don't work with your family and
Yeah.
animals.
I'm fucked, then, like.
No, I know what you mean. It can get a bit sort of hard sometimes, but
Yeah, you know each other too
Yeah.
well, don't you? I think is maybe
Mm.
there's no
Yeah,
barrier
maybe-
there. There's no
yeah.
social barrier there, is there?
No, especially with being him. No.
No.
Mhm.
I can't say too much. He might kick me out of my house, so I got to behave.
Oh yes, of course he's your landlord, isn't he?
Yeah, he's my slum lord.
We love you, boy.
So he's always knocking me up for the rent, beating me up, shaking me shakedowns.
Yeah, coming around with a batter.
No, he's good as gold, man. I haven't seen him since I moved in, really.
Oh, I did see him the other day, actually.
And I've seen him, and not in a professional context. Like,
Did
Yeah,
you
couldn't terrorise
did
me.
you have an answer for that competition?
yeah, I've just sent you a question here, Ron.
That is brilliant. Let me just confirm it.
Sounds
My
right.
end.
We want to get this competition right now. That's the thing.
That's
Well,
what I had. I mean, to be honest with you, Dave was supposed to be doing this, but he kind of
yeah, I
stopped.
know. Well, I sent it over. I sent the first one I had.
It was one above that, Dave. Yet again, mate.
I say I haven't got that. This is the weird thing about it. Is
I tell you what, I'll have a look now. And I
I'm
will fucked.
gonna send you over a screenshot of mine. We got to get this competition right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you a screenshot of mine and send it to the. Send it to the group.
We basically got two names here, everybody.
Right, I'm looking on the comments on the side, and I'm with you, Ron.
Yeah, that's what I
Okay.
was as well, but
But
to
the
be
thing
honest.
is,
Yeah, see, I haven't got that on my thing. This is the weird thing. It's like it seems like all the comments are a little bit different.
That's what I got. There we go,
Yeah.
boy.
are you reading my comment there?
Cool. Yeah, I agree with you there, Ron. I've seen that. That's fine.
I tell you
Adam,
what,
she's not looking at YouTube. She's not looking at YouTube.
No.
right?
That's a YouTube comment. It was before the.
Okay, brilliant. That's good enough for me.
Right.
Okay,
So I
brilliant.
will judge and overturn the first one. Lloyd, do you agree with that?
Yeah, man.
There we go.
Cool. So the winner of the soap. We've got a photo of that, Ron. Is
Have a look. Have a look. It's got the stamp of the logo in it as well.
Oh,
Pete
posh.
Evans on YouTube. Congratulations, Pete Evans. You have won the soap.
And by no means does this mean we think you need a wash, right?
Now, just in case we're wrong this side, guys, basically, Pete Evans came up on our chat thing, but the
Yeah.
first person on Facebook to get it right was actually
Shelley.
so that's what we've been kind of trying to work out. But it did come up on our screen that Pete Evans had beaten Shelley, and then in third place, just to show her, was that
Laura Liz, 1989.
and then we'll even do fourth place. But sadly,
Well done.
there's only one winner, and that's Pete Evans.
Well done, Pete.
Well,
Well
Pete.
done, Pete.
If you can
Pete,
send us, in a private message your address, and then we'll get that out to you as soon as possible.
Very close, Shelley. Very, very close. I was very close. Do you have a question, and Lloyd? Oh,
Willie too. Right. This one's from Sarah Rich. You're at a festival and you get a tap on the shoulder asking you to an after party. Who tapped you on the shoulder?
Lloyd.
Right, the security for me. Come on, get out.
So this is a hypothetical then, is it?
Yeah, because all my
Dave Grohl, boys. It's Dave Grohl all day long.
yeah. Dave tapped me on the shoulder and went, "Hey, want to come to the after show party?"
Yeah.
But not as like.
He actually tapped me on the shoulder and went, I got another confession to make. That's what he said. Sorry.
For me, is Steve Tyler, and he'd sing the lyric from Sweet Emotions, and I'll take you backstage. You can drink from my glass. I'd be like,
I think-
yeah, all right, bet.
I think mine would be Jim Morrison. He'd turn me around and he'd go, "This is the end." So a night out with him, I think would have been a little bit exciting.
Yeah, you'd have some
Yeah.
dreams then, but wouldn't you?
Oh mate,
You know about sharks now. Imagine that.
with a weird naked Indian guy.
Yeah.
Shinner.
Any of the Ramones, I think.
Oh yes, Dee Dee had to be Dee Dee, the fucking
Yeah.
lunatic.
Anyone. It's going to
Yes.
be a mess, like so.
Yeah, I'd be there with you, Shine.
Oh, there we are, Shane. Rob Evans. Shiner's head is floating again. Amazing.
Yeah, my electric bill are gone, boys. According to all the comments.
20
You
pence has run out.
Are you on a token reader?
I am, but it's called daylight. It's yeah.
Oh,
Cheap there, are they? Good rates. The old daylight company.
I
isn't it?
tell you about it's
Good
you know,
rates.
it comes up in the morning, goes down in the night. It's brilliant.
Yeah. It's got timer on it and everything. Does it for you?
The problem is that these
You don't have
token
to
meters,
touch
they
anything.
don't accept Haribo, do they, Shine?
Ah, fuckers, they want to sort that out.
hey, Dave.
Yo. Oh, shit, here we go.
You ready, Dave? Have you got your theme tune lined up?
Oh, fucking hell. Did you know? What? Did you know? Yeah, that'll do. I was struggling this week. I was like looking through songs all day trying to find something I could replace.
Come on, bud. Next week, right? I want a guitar in your hand. You're a guitarist.
He was fighting for this segment, weren't he? Do you remember when we started?
Yeah.
Can you make me one
You
of
know.
those graphics, Ron? Can you, yeah, and I'm going to write a theme tune. And then the last couple of weeks, like, I haven't even really got a fucking fact.
No, I'm just trying to act cool and aloof. That's all it is. I literally just toil over this all week.
Oh, come on
So
now.
my fact of the week, right? Give me the full screen now where I belong, please.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
Love it, Brad. Love it.
Right. So my fact of the week is: did you know that a chef's hat, the pleats in it, represent the number of ways in which they can cook an egg, and it represents the amount of experience they've got. So they can get up to 100 pleats, and that means they can cook an egg 100 ways.
Shut the front door.
Yep.
I think that's one of your
Really?
best facts, Brad.
Yep, that's true. Challenge me on it, people, if you want.
Where did you find this out?
I went to chef school.
Or did you fuck?
Do you want a bonus one? Do you want a bonus
Oh,
fact?
back in the day. Then.
Would you like a bonus fact?
Sam Hart, I call that bollocks.
Well done, Sam. Yeah,
Do you want a bonus
that's exactly
bonus
what
fact?
was going through my
For
brain.
shits and giggles.
Go on, then.
Hang on. Everybody's like, no way.
This is
No, it's true. No, look it up.
Is there any chefs actually watching this tonight?
Ah.
My
If there
brother-in-law.
are,
My
if there
brother-in-law.
are,
You gotta know.
challenge
Hang
me.
on.
I like it.
Yeah. Your brother-in-law's watching this now, Shane, yeah?
I hope so, but I'm gonna text him right now.
Yeah, no, do it, because I really want to know if he's right or not.
I'm always right, but
I think everybody wants to know if he's right or not.
I'm literally watching the comments now, so I hope they're fighting over the phone if they are watching it.
Yeah.
We need a comment
Can't
off you
stop
now.
this thing
Is
you
that a
started,
true fact?
right.
there
I'm
we
giving you a
go.
vote. I'm giving you.
I qualified to stop trying to change the subject. Dave.
Moving on. Moving on.
I've never heard of that. Oh, we put our first live on the CrowCast, have we, Shane?
Yeah. Hiya, Neil, right, bud? He hung up on me. I can't believe it.
Ah.
Hang on.
Sorry to burst your bubble, but the hats come standard from the supplier, not the chef, but a man.
Hiya, Neil. Right, bud?
Yeah, fine, thanks. Yeah.
Good, man. Have you been watching the CrowCast? Yes, I have. Have you seen what Dave just put up? Yeah, is that right? The height of a hat says what? Sorry, says
resembles the higher rank within the kitchen.
okay, but what's the pleats? Does that make sense? The pleats with the eggs.
Resembles the higher rank within the kitchen. Yeah, the number of pleats means nothing.
Ah!
Well done, Nilo.
All right. Well, I'll give you a real fact. Then how about this?
Come on in, Dave. Second chance now, bud.
Right. So the next one, right? Tony Hancock is the only celebrity in history to be named after 4 body parts.
That is correct.
Fucking hell.
That's correct. I used to actually walk around as a teenager doing that. Tony
Tony
Hancock.
Hancock.
And I never used to get a slap off my parents. I'd be like, Tony Hancock.
For fuck's sake.
Ah.
You're learning every day, boys. Learning every day.
And
Yeah.
you are.
How many clothes do you have in that?
Do you know what that looks like? That looks like Kurt Cobain Red in 1992.
Yeah, it does, Dave.
Oh, with the night on.
No,
Yeah,
man,
I'm with you.
I can't see that, to be honest.
I'm channeling more Lily Savage, I am.
Yeah.
There's my mate Trey in the corner.
Dave, I've only just noticed you've actually got lipstick on.
Oh, probably.
Oh,
Don't surprise me, but
Shall we?
probably.
Competition?
Competition.
I think we
Yeah.
better add, yeah.
Competition time.
Yep.
Come on.
So this competition is, again, we've had another member of the Crow family get in touch and saying they want to pass it forward this week. So they basically pay us for a t-shirt and send it off to somebody else. Incredible. We're loving this. It's so lovely. So we're going to do the spinning wheel. So this is for a CrowCast t-shirt. The one that Ronnie just put up there, the CrowCast t-shirt.
Yes.
And let me just spin the wheel. Here we go.
Spin to win.
For a CrowCast t-shirt.
Go on, Dave. Give it the wee.
Yeah.
And the winner is Pete Taylor.
Well done,
Come on,
Pete.
Pete.
Well done, Pete.
I'll have a whiskey for
Congratulations,
that.
Pete. Get in touch, tell us your size, and we'll get a CrowCast t-shirt out to you ASAP.
Good man. That's
Thank
an
you
amazing price.
so much to the person anonymously put that forward. Thank you so much.
Yes. Thank
Incredible.
you. Yeah, that was a really nice donation. Thank you.
That was fabulous. And they donated one of them,
Yeah.
which should be in this week.
Yeah, that's incredible.
There we
Such
go,
a-
man. Have another question, Lloydo?
Aye. This was there's a question which I'm bringing up from last week's show because it didn't get answered. Sorry, it didn't get asked. It's from Kathy White. I thought it was a really, really good, interesting question. From your own experiences, what's the best advice you can give to young bands as they start their own journeys?
I would say take all the advice possible. Don't just take it all. It don't matter if you think it's rubbish, take it. You don't have to listen to it, but like filter it, I suppose. Don't just like palm it off. Because especially if it's a band that's been on the road longer than you and stuff, and doesn't matter if they're bigger or smaller, take every possible information possible. And secondly, don't imitate. Be you. Take, like with us, there's lots of influences, it's across the board, but we don't imitate.
No, we're not thinking we want this to sound like that or that. It is like,
because the greatest strength I think anybody has is like nobody can be you. Do you know what I mean? So if people like what you were doing, nobody else is going to come close. Do you know what I mean? So
I'd honestly say that just get in a van and get out and do it. Just go out and hone your craft, play as many places as you can, and just enjoy the ride.
Yeah.
And have fun doing it because it should be fun.
Yeah, I agree with that.
It should be a lot of fun, and you'll meet so many cool people along the way, and just lap it up and enjoy every second of it.
Yeah, don't take it for granted.
Don't focus on the money.
Yeah.
Don't focus on the money. Let the money find you. And kind of concrete what you guys. I'm just kind of, because we all kind of, after doing it as long as we have, you kind of work out the kinks, and we're still learning. If we're honest, we're still making mistakes. And I think that's another thing. Don't be afraid to make mistakes, because it should make you a stronger band, So stay united, and just basically keep your band as a family, fuck anybody else.
Just love one another, man. I mean, at the end of the day, you live with each other, so just be there for each other.
Absolutely, man. I think if I had to add anything to that, it would be work hard. Work hard.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid. Yeah, work hard. Just get out there. Just work hard. I can't put any simpler than that.
And if you're a support act, don't piss anybody off.
Yeah.
You've got to be there at time. Get there early. Don't get on that. Get there early. Stay out of the way, but be humble. Be polite, because that goes a long way. It ain't going to be your last tour. It's, if you go well, and you may have a shit tour. Like you may, I don't know, if you're a singer, lose your voice, or your guitarist have a bad one. But if you're good people, they'll have you back on the next tour. Do you know what I mean? So the road.
If you've got 2 foot, make the most of the 2 foot. Don't grumble and piss about the 2 foot. You make the most of the 2 foot, And if you've only got 5 people watching you because you're on when the doors open, make sure those 5 people go and tell another 20. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, man, you're right there, Ron. I mean, this kind of goes back to what Kev was explaining last week on last week's show. That, I mean, there may only be 5 people in that room, and they may just be stood at the back by the bar because they think it's too cool to come down the front and let it air down. But make their movements big when you're on that stage. Make that person at the back feel you. Make that engagement and that connection. I think and have fun. That's the best thing.
Definitely. Got to have fun. If you're not having fun while you're doing it, then you shouldn't be doing it.
Yeah, and just write good songs.
That's good advice.
All
Thanks,
comes
Shane.
back to songs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
concentrate on your songs. Don't. Right, it's good to be the best musician at something, but a real skill is good songwriting and being original. I think the two things you want to focus on. You know, don't
That's
focus
what
on being the best guitarist in a room. Focus on being the best songwriter in the room. I think
That's an awesome question, man.
it's a
That's
great
what
question.
we,
That is.
try and keep that question because we can carry that off for Moose as well. See if
Yeah,
he's got
absolutely.
to add. Because there's a lot of people in the group that I noticed who've just started bands or they're in early forms of bands. So
Yep.
it's kind of really good advice for them, like, you know. So
Absolutely.
Yeah.
great
We'll
question.
come back to it.
Question that is.
Yeah.
Have you got your guitar, Andy Shano?
Always.
Oh, good man. Let's hear them.
Always. Right. Shall I try the harmony?
No, because it's
Oh,
completely
God.
out.
I'm
I don't mean
joking.
out as in tuning. I mean like in time. Why started? You're like, tell me the lyric.
It's the latency thing again.
Before we start, should we show them what they're going to win?
Yes, good idea, bud.
Boom.
Look at that.
So they're
Yeah,
rings,
posh.
are they? Are they rings or are they bracelets?
They're
Bracelets.
bracelets.
Bracelets. Yeah,
So
they're
fair
awesome.
play to Elizabeth. She's offered to give one of these away to somebody. So here's your chance. Over to you,
Awesome.
Shane.
But only if you can. Tell me the lyric. Give me the lyric. What's the next lyric? It's lyric time. Tell me the lyric. Give me the lyric. What's the next lyric? It's lyric time. What's the next line? What's the next line? What's the next line? I don't know, boy. Jack Black is like quaking in his boots. I'm telling you now.
Jack Daniels Black.
Yeah. I'll drink
Jack
that.
Daniel Black.
Okay, now you start looking at these now, Devo.
Right,
Are we
I'm gonna look on YouTube instead than this time.
Yeah, YouTube is your job, and the
Right.
admins.
I was on Facebook. Cool.
You ready? Okay. So the lyric is ends in turmoil. What's the lyric straight after that? Ends in turmoil. Go.
This is a tricky one. This is.
Go.
Go.
Guess what, Shana? You be
Is it
pleased,
that
but
time, bud? Is it that-
I'm always sad with this point, but I know I can see it in your eyes. You're kind of going, cue my music. That's what you're saying to do.
Cue my music.
Let's see if I
Supplied by
can-
Kev.
That photo still.
I hate that fucking photo, I tell you.
Yeah. I wonder who did that, bud.
Well, I tell you, next gig we play, boys, I'll be very aware of everyone with camera phones.
So it's your moment, bud. What's your line, buddy?
This is just a simple one, boys, because I know what's coming next. Good luck to each and every one of you. You're gonna need it.
Stay safe, but I'd say I'd see you next week, but I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow, boys.
No
Ta-ra,
worries.
bud.
Ciao, buddy. Ciao, Shane.
Yeah.
Ta-ra, bud. Ta-ra, bud.
Oh, man.
We're not nice.
Ah, lovely.
We're not lovely, we're not. I love that. I love that tune that Kev's done. It adds to the tense.
One liner shider.
Yeah, only because I don't know whether he's going to go. I got to be honest, I got nothing to fucking say. Have we got a winner, boys?
Oh.
Have a look in the comments. See if that qualifies.
I was been doing jingly music and queuing up Shiner Boys, so I really
I
don't-
make it. I'll just put it in the group.
That is who our person on the outside says.
Yeah.
Oh, there we
Yeah.
go. There we go.
A
That's
good
very
line?
quick.
You agree?
Do you want to have a quick look, Dave? Just to prolong the suspense.
Let me just upload Facebook. I was on YouTube, you see.
Loads of people saying goodnight, Shiner. See, he gets a lot of love.
Oh, mate, he does. He does. I'm a bit jealous, if I'm honest.
I
Right.
know you'll be fucking watching who's coming in next. I know it. I knows it. Right then, Dave.
Well, no, I can only view. Apparently, I can only view comments that have gone from when I've just logged in. So,
Yeah, you don't have to worry about Facebook. We got that covered.
well, I've sent over the one I saw. I sent it over.
Okay,
yeah,
boys, I got it wrong. I missed that one. I'm sorry. So ignore what I said.
Right?
What you said, Shane. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. I was a fucking lucky one, wasn't it? Oh! Oh!
So we're happy with the one I said, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. So the winner, what have they won, Ron? The winner of one of these wonderful bracelets is Rob Robertson. Rob Robertson. Rob Robertson. Congratulations,
Rob.
dude.
Well done, bud.
Get in touch, send us your details, and we'll pass that on and get one of those out to you. Incredible.
Fabulous. Tidy.
Well, one Thomas is gone. Should we bring another one in?
Go on,
Let's do
then.
it.
People are asking where he is. So.
Yeah, I can see them all. They're all eager. There he is!
Hey. Something,
He's
bud?
drinking, mate.
You're on the old Cali, you?
Oh,
Kind of Cali?
I was supposed to be bed by now, boys. I'm not going to come on, hurry up.
It's fucking mad, but Rico said the same when we had Ryan on. He was like, "What time do you boys do it?" And I said, "We'll get you on about 10:45, 10 o'clock." Fucking hell, that's late, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm quite all in bed.
It's lockdown, man. There's no law. There's no time. There's no law. There's nothing. Just
There's a law, Dave.
no. There's not, mate. No.
There is a law, but I'm very familiar with the laws.
Well, there's no laws in this house. Put it this way, Moose.
It
No
is.
laws in this house. I better take the doodles off the walls then.
And let's be honest, you've seen the show for the last few weeks. You can't imagine this fucker going out at 6 o'clock in the afternoon, can you? Like, you never know what's going to be said. Like, so.
Yeah, that's true.
What are you doing then?
How are you doing, bud? All right?
Yeah, just doing exactly the same as you guys are doing. Fuck all, I guess.
Yeah.
Are you writing stuff? Are you that type of thing, or are you literally just jamming and you're playing your drums a lot? I've seen a lot of that going on.
All of the above. We've actually got 25 songs for our next album.
Oh, nice. Tell them a bit about your band then, I reckon.
Well, the Kill Lights.
Yeah.
It's just nice people. It's nice to have people.
Well, I'll lead up that. But what I was going to tell everybody is obviously how we knew you, because we grew up with you. And we're gonna do a competition after, so I had to be careful what I was gonna say then, because I nearly kind of give the competition away. But we've known you for a very long time. All grew up around the Bridgend scene. So for anybody that doesn't know, Moose was the founding member of Bullet as well. So we grew up in the Bridgend scene. He was in Jeff Gill John, which then formed into Bullet. And then Moose went off to tour the world, didn't you, buddy?
I did. I toured the world. The best time of my life, actually, looking back at it. I don't know. What I did is crazy stuff. There we are. That window, the window behind me there, Jay was on, and Jay was there, and I was like knocking, and she go, "What the fuck is that?" And he just fucking, I was like,
Now, just to clarify, Moose, did you go back inside the plane when it took off, or did you stay on the wing?
No, I stayed on our wing.
Good man. Good man.
No, I went in.
Hell of a fucking parachute, Dave.
But it was brilliant growing up around you, wasn't it? But a lot of people grumble about like where they're from and stuff. I look back now and I think we had it lucky, because when I look at all the venues, like when we started in Trumps as the jam nights and stuff like that, fucking hell, it was a hungry scene, like, you know.
Yeah, but when we were starting, there were so many bands when we were growing up.
Yeah.
10 bands, and we all like pull together and do gigs together, you and there, in the Rec. And then that's where I met Ryan and stuff, because he was in Trip Cage, and we should swap Jeff and John, Trip Cage. We'd go over to Ponty and do shows with them, and then they'd come in Bridgend and do shows with us and stuff. It was an open scene, and it died off a bit now, I think, which is weird.
Yeah, it's changed a little bit now, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I used to like watching Jeff kill John Moose because I used to do a nice cover of Negative Creep by Nirvana. I always just appreciate that.
Oh, I love Nirvana.
Yeah, a bit of Negative Creep, but one of my favorite Nirvana tracks.
That's how we started off on him, Moose. That's why you're a perfect person to have on you, because you've got the same background as us. Nirvana blew up. And in where we were from, that's literally it, you know. Yeah, like as Shane's got the tattoo on his arm, it was just a big time for music where we were from, and then just everybody wanted to get in a band, like, you know. So
yeah, it did. It just exploded, really.
Yeah.
And everyone in school was just like swapping cassettes and everything. I remember I was into like top 40 pop music when I was like 11, 12, and then I heard Shiner play in Utro, and I was like, "What the fuck is that?"
Yeah. Awesome, man.
yeah, well, I think that's like I said, you kind of got me into all of that anyway, as you know. And then I think one of the first gigs we did was in like Panic in the Park, and that taught me the whole like rock and roll.
I got a cracking story. You and Panic in the Park, you motherfucker.
Yeah, for anybody out there, that was the first gig which cemented the fact that I always wanted to be in a band. That was the gig, only because prior to that gig, like Moose said, I was listening to like pop songs and Queen. I think Queen were the only thing really like rock and roll in my head I was listening to, but otherwise it was like your top 40 pop tapes and stuff. And then ended up in a band with you. And we were doing like stuff in the community centre and all of that vibe. And we did that Panic in the Park, which was a festival in Ogmore Vale. It was just in a rugby field, and they had a massive stage. And we were only 14, weren't we? And you were the singer then. You were singing and playing guitar.
Yeah. Oh, thank fuck, no one got recording on that.
Yeah, and basically, I think Shane knows how it goes. I had cricket trials the next day, which my dad was. Yeah, for Glamorgan, all that vibe. I had big cricket trials and all of that, and I don't think I went home, man. I bet.
Your mum knocked on my door. Where's in the morning? Where's Ronnie? I don't fucking know. I didn't drink at the time, so I was like, cool, do the gig, hang out with the boys, go home. But we got paid a slab of beer, didn't we?
Yeah.
So I didn't drink, but you did.
Yeah. I drank. We rang in around with all like Nicky Crandall, who was the Jeff Giljohn bass player back then, and all that, and obviously all the older boys that we grew up with, like the Perry twins and everything. So everybody's doing funnels with cider, and obviously I was new to the gang, and I was kind of more straighter then. They were like, "Oh, try this, go on." I was like, "Okay," and then about 2 hours later, I was like, "Fucking rock and roll." Just literally in the worst state of my life, like, do you know what I mean?
Remember, I was walking home because I could walk home from the venue. I thought, "Oh, anyone seen Ronnie?" "Oh yeah, he's just down there, just spewed in some girl's throat." I was like,
Poor girl.
That sounds like Ronnie.
Poor girl.
Yeah, that's a very true story. That is. That's a true story, and that is how me and Moose didn't end up in a band together, because my dad stopped me going to Ogmore Vale. He thought everybody did drugs and they were the devil. They're the devil.
well, that's why I started drumming, because you were my drummer.
Yeah.
You weren't allowed up, so I was like, I have to fucking play.
Yeah, I tried sneaking up a couple of times. Not a lot of people know this. My family do, but I tried sneaking up yours a couple of times, but I didn't want to tell you, like, oh, my dad won't let me in a band. So I remember trying to cart all my drum breakables and everything on a bus, and you guys used to meet me at the bus stop the other end, and then fucking everybody would offload the drums like a big crew and carry them up the community centre. But when he caught wind, and I think you wanted to record a demo then back in the day, and obviously that's how it kind of led to the departure. And then I ended up in a band with Shane and then your brother, because that's how I ended up. We did the whole Shirker thing, and we went to college, didn't we, Shane? And then you and Shiner came over to me, I'm pretty sure. Or I can't remember how it happened. It was just because I obviously had the background with you and I was buddies with you and grew up with you. But I never really was Shiner's buddy then, because it was always me and Moose kind of persecuting him. Because remember we used to have the sleepovers over his mum's house and we'd be throwing ravioli at him and keeping him up all night.
Yes, probably. We used to trash our house, didn't we?
Oh yeah. Yeah, we better not say anything else in case you don't mind watching.
Speaking of that, what happened with the dustbin, Moose?
Dustbin?
Yeah.
With your brother.
Oh, when we were kids.
Oh, that's brilliant. Yeah, that's brilliant.
What happened?
Oh, he's I just put him in a dustbin, old school dustbin, you know, circular one.
Yeah.
I got the roach would come out of. Stuck him in there, put it out, put the lid on, and kicked him down the hill.
How far did he travel? Went down a Bridgend, did he?
From next
wow.
Well, it's an old valley drop, so if you've been in Shiner's back garden, he's got it all like decked now. But that used to be just a drop.
Just
and I remember
down, yeah.
I remember you in the story, and it was like, "Where's Ian? He's down there."
Fucking hell.
Like,
so there's attempted murder to start with, then.
Me.
But yeah, we all kind of grew up in that era with Nirvana and Pantera, Metallica, because you used to like distribute, like you said, it was all cassettes back then, Walkman cassettes.
Yeah, me like, oh, check this out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we all did the Phil Jones sex gigs.
Yeah.
I think we all did a support slot in the rec or something with all big knob like.
Just to clarify, they weren't sex gigs. Like the band was called Sex, and we used to support them. Just have to clarify that for everyone.
Aye. And then obviously Jeff Giljohn then turned into Bullet, and that's where we were then. That kind of catapulted you globally.
Yeah.
Off the back of the Poison, like.
It was weird. It was always in Jeff Giljohn, and the Matt and Padge obviously were in work, so I was the unemployed guy because I was the youngest. It was just me phoning venues and agents for about 6-7 years. No, 6 years. 6 years. And then we decided to change the name to Bullet For My Valentine, and one day we just got a lucky break in Barfly.
Yeah.
You know, the
assembly rooms now, isn't it?
That's it, yeah.
Calm down, yeah.
No Barfly no more.
No,
Yeah.
it's called the assembly rooms with like loads of coloured light bulbs as a background and stuff.
Yeah, there's no barflies anymore, I don't think.
Chalk Farm Road, that's it, isn't it? Chalk Farm Road.
Yeah.
They just went from there and just went, all the labels come down and just went nuts, and then we were like, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah, Bump. I remember it. But that's what, like you were saying, but it was such a lively scene. I mean, where we were at that period, it was the same. Like I met Darren from Funeral down in Pontypridd. You had the football club going, as Dave knows, because Dave was in bands as well at that period. Because it's mad. I don't really remember Dave from back in the scene, but I know like Gav Burrow because of Mongrel. Because I remember that poster going up the other day, and we were all like fucking reminiscing about it. Like, do you know what I mean? The old jam nights and stuff. And it just made me think of how lucky we were. And that was a good thing to bring it up tonight, of like how lucky we were at that not just the Bridgend scene, the whole Welsh scene was massive around that time, like, you know, and longer than people realized, to be honest, because even like when the Stereophonics had their break, there was a lot of bands still in the background, like waiting for a go, like, you know. So
yeah, I was talking to my eldest son yesterday, and he wants to get into music. And he's like, how do I start? And I was like, fuck, I don't know these days. I was like, giving him advice of what we used to do when we were younger. And he said, but I don't know, Dad, woman, I'm just from Bridgend. And I'm like, I was from fucking Ormavale. So he was just, I just said, you just gotta nag everyone, email everyone, send stuff off, just keep I don't know, just nag all the time. Play, who's in London every weekend, playing just to no one. I'm sure, like you guys did, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I think
Who's in the crowd, you know?
well, mine and Shane's first gig was together up in London. That was when we were 16. And like, all jokes aside, that was because of Phil Jones, because we went to college and he said, "Do you want to come up and support Sex up in Camden Garden Rock Gardens?"
Yeah, Covent Garden.
Covent Garden Rock Garden.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
It's better than it does, doesn't it?
yeah. Well, yeah, but I think, like, yet again, still at that age, 16, we just gone to college. Obviously, we followed the same route, straight out of school, straight to performing arts in college and all that vibe. It was still the vibe of, like, we're going to London, and then, like, especially with Phil, because he had a 52-seater bus and all of that, so it just felt like, oh my God, and you're taking people up and all of that, and I never looked back after that, so I didn't have that small town mentality, do you know what I mean, where I just didn't want to. I always wanted to play outside of Bridgend. I always wanted to play everywhere. Anywhere there was a gig, I wanted to play, like, you know, so.
You do. When you get off of the gig, just play.
Yeah.
Just play.
And we were fortunate back then, 'cause I think me and the boys have said it many a time, you could do a tour just in Wales, like, do you know what I mean? There was such a strong scene in Wales, as in venues as well, like Newport, Cardiff, Swansea. We even ventured down to Haverfordwest before as well. Like, do you know what I mean? That was pretty good down that way, like, you know. And you'd find these.
It was awesome for Jeff Giljob, like not massive, but every time we played in Haverfordwest, it was packed.
Yeah.
Huge.
You had all the surfers down there, didn't you? They live there. They live there, like metal and punk and all that sort of stuff. Or they did anyway.
Yeah.
What are you guys up to?
Just doing this.
Yeah,
writing music.
Writing music. And just trying to plan out next year, to be honest. That's the whole vibe of it. Like, you know, it's just really weird times, buddy. The same as you. We had things lined up, and then everything kind of changes then, doesn't it? You have to kind of move the goalpost, like.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? We were like ready to go, and then we were like, no.
It's like someone's just gone, nope. Just like, no.
Yeah, we had all these shows lined up and everything. We had like download.
Yeah.
Release the album, around download.
Mm-hmm.
And then coronavirus kicked in.
Oh, man.
So has the album been pushed back now, Moose? Or
yeah, I'm gonna come out now as soon as live shows start.
Right.
Back. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Hey. It's me and Jordan in Blackpool.
Well,
I think I come up and met you up there, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
Remember, what was that last, like Mark Kelly's, isn't it? That shit karaoke bar. Remember that?
It's Blackpool, man.
It was quite funny. I just look across the bar, and I think it was you, Rod, Carl, you know, all the Bridgend lot, Luke, and Luke's here guitaring, well, I guess. And you look at him and go, "Fucking hell, Luke, how big's that bass?" And he's like, ah. And then I just look across and I see Jordan, and he's wrecked. And I'm thinking, this is fucking Blackpool. He's from America.
Yeah.
This is fucking like two totally different worlds apart for him. I bet he's thinking, what the hell have I been brought to?
All the boys come up to do gang vocals on the album.
Hmm.
So we just come up to Blackpool for 2 days and got drunk basically and done gang vocals on the album. Yeah, but like Jordan, he's cool about it because he's been to UK quite a bit. But it was Travis, he was like, cool, yeah, man. He flew in. And he was like expecting all thatched cottages and Blackpool.
Not in Blackpool, no.
So he was like, what the fuck is this?
Like Dave said earlier, but tell us a bit about the band. How did you meet the members? How did it all start, man? How did Killer Lights happen?
Well, I've known Jordan for years, since about 2005. No, 4. Our first ever tour in America, we were on the same bill. It was like a real small club tour, about 2,000 cap, 200 cap.
Say 2000 isn't small.
200 cap tour of America, and it was a 5-band bill. Bullet were second on, and Still Remains were third or fourth on. So that's the first time we met each other. And then they come over to Europe and supported Bullet on the Crank tour and stuff, and then back and forth. So every time I was in Grand Rapids, I was always Jordan coming out for a beer, and he was like, "Yeah, cool." And every time he came over here, I'd go meet him and stuff. And then when the Bullet thing happened, I was like, "Oh, just fucking go, Jordan, the riff master."
Great guitarist, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very, fuck. Yeah.
And then that's how that all started, really.
And as well, yeah. What about Travis and everyone? How did that come about?
Yeah, so me and Jordan had these songs. Obviously, we needed a vocalist, so I was like, "Oh, fuck." So weirdly enough, right, we had 2 Russian guys audition. One of them met Steven Tyler. actually.
Oh, I
He's in the video with Steven Tyler and stuff. And
get along with it, man.
yeah, but he was also on TV, right? But you'd send him the stuff, and the stuff we'd get back, we were like, "Fucking hell, it's awful." It's just weird what the technology these days can actually do. It's just massive shit, really. And then, so I put on my Facebook, anyone good with vocals and melodies. And then James, who I toured with in 2013 in America, he was in a band called Throw the Fight, which opened for Bullet. He was like, "Yeah, I'll give it a go." And I was like, "Cool, you go." 2 days later, come back, and I was like, "Fuck, this is really good." I was like, "Fucking," because the time changed. I was like, "Jordan, wake up, wake up, wake up." And that was it, really, with James. And then we were doing the album with Chris Clancy and Colin. We were after the lead guitarist, and Clancy said, "Oh, you should hit up Travis," because they toured together in America. So we text Travis. He was like, "Yeah, cool." 4 hours later, so we were like, "Welcome to Blackpool." He was like, "In."
In like Finn.
Brilliant.
It's great, man. So for everyone, Chris Clancy and Colin, who produced Point of No Return, also produced Moose's album.
Yes. Which is not out yet, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really good, though.
Yeah, I've heard it, and it is very, very, very good.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
great. Yeah.
And obviously, Colin, I've known Colin for years because he did all the Bullet stuff.
Yeah. No, he's a good guy, man. He's a great guy.
Well, yeah,
There's a question here. Someone's asked a question here. Moose, if you could play any venue with any other band, where and who with?
Well, what do you mean? Would I be supporting, or would I be the drummer of that band?
Play any venue with any other band. So yeah, I suppose in somebody else's band, where and who with?
No, I wouldn't want to play in. I don't want to play in anyone else's band. Do you know what I
The
mean?
correct answer. That's
Not even
exactly what I
just-
said earlier.
Not even just a
You
stand-in
it.
sense or something like that. Imagine you were like on tour and they were standing on the side of the stage somewhere and they were like, "Oh no, we need a drummer." And Moose is like, "Oh, step in." Who's that band?
Oh, okay. Yeah, fucking hell. Madison Square Gardens.
Yeah, that's a good choice.
Killer Lights.
There we are. Oh no, we need a drummer. Our drummer's gone AWOL. Oh no, it is Moose. Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
Quick, get back.
Which actually is likely to happen. So
No. You never know.
There's another one for you, Moose. What's your favorite song on the Killer Lights album of Craig McGill?
It's really hard, actually, because they're all really good.
How many
Depends what
released
you
off the album, Moose? How many songs have released off the album? Was it 2?
There's four.
Well, how many of the other 2?
Yeah, exactly. We released 2 ourselves, but then when we signed to Fearless released 2.
Ah, right.
Yeah. So they're out there.
Very nice, very nice.
I don't know. I love Shed My Skin. There's a song on the album called The Enemy, which is pretty brutal. It just kicks all the way through it from start to finish. But then there's lighter stuff like Through the Night. I don't know. It's just a really good dynamic album.
Yeah, there's some good melodic stuff on there when we were listening to some mixes that you sent over to Shine. Some good melody on there, and it goes here, there, and everywhere, doesn't it?
I'm cringing now because I sent you like the modern mixes. I'm like, fuck, they sound shit now.
Oh, they sounded
Yeah,
great.
I remember you saying that to me. You were like, "Oh, I'll listen to this, but they're shit though." I'm like, "They're fucking class." No,
Yeah.
it'll be better than this. This is the rough versions. I'm like, "It's fucking class."
No, some good stuff on there. No, I'm really happy.
Yeah,
I think it's
good. That's good.
the
That's
stuff
good.
I've done the best stuff I've done in the last 11 years, 12 years, 13 years.
It's a nice feeling though, isn't it? It's like when you're like, oh, I'm dead proud of that. It's such a nice feeling that you just like, you smile and hold your head up high.
It was really nice just to go in the studio with me, Colin, and Chris. Just ready? Yeah. Record. Drum. Band. Yeah. Sound. Beer.
They're great to work with, though, aren't they? Oh, Clancy and Carl.
Yeah, man.
They're brilliant. It was just no pressure. It was just
That's
nothing.
it. Yeah.
It was just awesome. Obviously, being in a big band like Bullet, there's a lot of pressure to create something which is going to make a lot of people a lot of money, you know.
Yeah.
But with this, there was nothing.
Pure freedom.
It was awesome. We were breathing. It was like, isn't
That's
that
amazing.
right?
It's amazing, man.
I just love the time they took, and it's just great, their attention to detail. And we went over this with Clancy when he came on. There was just so many moments working with them on our thing, but we kind of referenced, like, they were speaking about you a lot and working with you, for example. And I imagine it's the same when they'll be working on other projects. That's just how they work. Oh, we did this on that record and we did that on that record. It's just cool to see that they've got a really good vibe going at the moment, like, you know.
Yeah, those pair like magic together. They just learn off each other.
Yeah, they work well.
Colin's got the old school thing, and then Clancy's the new school thing. Just mix
I
it.
think Ryan hit the nail on the head before when he said, like, he's like a mad scientist. He's there and he's sort of like air drumming, but it's all out of time. And all of a sudden he hears something, goes, "Stop, Chris, stop." And it's just like, how did you pick up on that? You're doing it all out of time, and it's doing this. He's just
on something.
just a genius, man.
Stop!
Yeah.
That guitar's out of tune.
Yeah, something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a genius.
The snare had me, Moose. He so it was like we put locks and stuff, because it's the same when you're catching on the rim and stuff like that. He put lug locks on the one snare, and he just stopped. He came running and he went, "It's out of tune." And he asked me to turn it a quarter. And I was like, "Fuck off." When I hit the song, like, I was like playing, he went, "Nope, it's still out, Chris." It's because I didn't turn it. But he fucking knew. He knew. And I loved that. I was like,
I'm fucking at you now, you bastard.
well, the thing is, I've worked with other people, and this is why I think he's tremendous. I think he's an amazing guy. But he literally was like, "No, that's still not right." You could tell he was like, "I'm still not happy with that." And it's because he'd been doing it a lot. And I thought, I wonder, a quarter, that can't make a hell of a difference. And he knew exactly what lug. And literally that turn, and he was completely happy then, because he just said he was giving off that overtone of the little ring and stuff.
Yeah.
And you know, and for him that was bugging him as a noise, like, you know. So fucking brilliant, absolutely brilliant experience, like.
Never mind.
Yeah, hearing things that other people wouldn't hear. That's the genius of it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Anyway, let's crawl out of Colin's arse for 5 minutes, shall we? Let me call it.
How was the Rob Zombie tour?
What's that?
Robert Paul Owen.
Robert Zombie?
I've heard a story about this tour.
Oh, yeah. That was a long time ago. I was like 12, 13 years ago.
Yeah, that is quite a long thing, isn't it? Oh, there we are. He's giving a better one here. What was it like playing a stadium? Yeah, what was your first time playing a stadium?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yep.
What was it like playing a stadium? Have you played a stadium, yeah?
Like only in Australia for like Big Day Out or something like that, but nothing.
What's the biggest gig you've done to date so far? What's the
No support.
just anything more crowd? What's your biggest crowd so far?
Opening for Metallica.
Yeah.
Boom, innit? Boom, that's all right. That's all right. That is. That's all right.
What's going on here? Like
what was that?
What's fucking going on here?
What's that feeling like? Because there was another drummer I spoke to before who did, like, say, for example, he did the Vans Warped Tour, and they did a few of them. And then one day he woke up and it was a massive gig, and he half asleep. He walked out in his drums and he went, "Fucking hell!" Because there was a lot of people there on that one. What was that like? That Metallica? Because obviously we were kids, the same as what we mentioned earlier. You listened to Metallica since that's what got you into music, like, So bands like that. What was that whole feeling like?
it was just strange because we came off the Rob Zombie tour. I got kicked off the Rob Zombie tour, and then we got offered to open for Metallica and Guns N' Roses. We were like, what the fuck?
That's incredible.
See you later, Rob. You're like,
Yeah, and then the first gig was with Metallica. It was some indoor football stadium with Metallica, which was freaking massive. And we were like, what the fuck are we doing here? We're just like fucking three Welsh pissheads who used to drink in the Corbett Arms. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
All of a sudden, we're in a football stadium in Amsterdam. And then all of a sudden, we're walking back in to the dressing room, and there's fucking Lars Ulrich eating fruit, going like, yeah, guys, let's go. I was like, what the fuck? And then
that's amazing.
10 minutes before stage, there's a knock on the door. Bam, 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 bam. Sticks in your hand, open the door. Lars, oh my God. What the fuck?
Yeah.
He goes, I was like, he said, like, I'll be watching. I was like, oh, thanks for ruining my show, bro.
I would have been like, "Oh, Lars, but I'm trying to warm up here. Do you mind shooting
I
off?"
was tempted to go like, do you want my sticks too?
No, that's amazing, man. You're not going to get a bigger crowd than at you Metallica show. That's as big as it gets in the metal world, isn't it?
It was bigger. Then we played Estonia with them, and it was just 100,000 people just to watch it.
Oh man,
It was crazy.
You can't imagine that, can you?
I mean, I remember playing Tears Don't Fall, and just looking over to my right hand side, and there's Lars and James just playing their guitar.
It's amazing, man. I was out for a bit. of a
fucking that plane in land. We died on that plane. This is heaven.
Fucking hell.
I was out for a G-up, innit?
not bad.
Fucking hell. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
It's a question by Moose from Richard Phillips. Why does Moose play on a right-handed kit?
Because I was stupid and never learned to play properly.
I think you got quite a unique way of playing, man. The way you play open, I think that's quite a good. They know it's you behind the kit, then.
Yeah,
that's quite.
Yeah, I played open left-handed. I write with my left hand stuff, and when I started playing drums, I was playing, but I didn't want to move my right to the left hand side because I didn't want. I don't know why. I always thought the right should be on the right hand side. So I forced myself to play both ways, which is weird.
Well, it works well for you, but works well for you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and like Lloyd's right. It does. You kind of. I always remember back in the day, it was like
Yeah.
Moose on the drums, open handed. Like, and I thought that's cool. It just looks cool. Like, you know, it's
Yeah,
different.
definitely.
Isn't it? It's different. Something different. Like,
I'll take that.
yeah.
I think
You know, Debbie's asked to give her a wave. Give her a wave, Moose. Go on. Give
Yeah,
Debbie a
Debbie.
wave. There we are, Deb.
I got this beer as well, Moose, which you sent over. What was it like when you met the man, dude?
that's the biggest shit my moment ever.
That's an old photo, isn't it?
That's fucking great. That is old Ozzy Osbourne. Isn't it? Was that
We
Ozzy?
did, no, we did 2 or 3 shows with him in Europe. And I think that might mean Luxembourg. But I had a massive Aussie fan. So I had this cassette of Blizzard of Oz, and I was like, to my tour manager, said, can you go and ask all these guys, can Aussie sign up for me or what? And they said, yeah, okay, you come back. And they was signing Aussie. And I was like, fuck yes. And he said, no, Aussie wants to meet you. And I was like, oh, what? And the rest of the boys were window, they were like, I'm coming too.
Of course you would. I would.
Yeah.
I'd be there.
Yeah, that's everyone, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, I just went in and I was like, fuck, I've never been so scared to meet anyone in my entire life.
Yeah, I bet, man.
It was awesome.
Nice guy, though.
Awesome guy.
Yeah. Seems very tidy, didn't he?
He's like, I know, I used to remember a band called Wales called Man. And I was like, Manfred Mann? Obviously, not Welsh. But he was like, no, Man. M-A-N-N. Man.
Yeah, I've heard of them. They're a Welsh band, weren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it was the most surreal moment of my life, I think.
That's amazing, man. That's amazing.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Who's one of the coolest people you've met that where you're not disappointed, like, you know, somebody in the music industry where you're like, that's fucking so cool, and you've got to hang out with them?
Dave Grohl.
He wasn't a dickhead, Moose. No, you're not going to smash everyone's dreams and say he's a dick.
No, he was awesome.
Yeah.
The thing is, he remembered we did Reading and Leeds, and my dad hung out with him in Reading, no Leeds. And then when he met me in Reading, he just completely put my arm around my dad and chilled out with my dad. I was like, fuck, that's pretty cool.
Oh, that's amazing. That's incredible.
What was that about? Say it again.
My mother gave him a kiss. She goes, oh, can I give you a kiss?
Oh, I love Leslie, dude.
Yeah. Well, you would, yeah.
Yeah, he's the one though, is he? But he's lived up to everything he has, like.
Well, everyone I've met have been really cool. Really, except for one person.
Yeah, that wasn't. I wasn't queuing him up. Was it? Like, except for one person.
I said, yeah, that was queuing up that.
No.
I'm taking it. Slash was all right then.
Oh, Slash was awesome. We were in Belgium or somewhere like that. And he just came out the catering tent. And I was like, fuck it, I got to do it. I was like, in my dressing room, I was like, fuck it. I was like, Slash, can I have a photo? And he was like, all right. So and his bodyguard said, what does BFMV mean? And I was like, Bullet For My Valentine. And Slash was like, you didn't Bullet For My Valentine? You guys fucking rock, man. So I was like,
You should have said, I fucking told you, mate. You fucking, come on, pull your finger out.
And then after that, we did, because we did Guns N' Roses, the Axl years before that.
GNR.
Ah, it was the Axl years, right? Okay. Yeah.
Then after
Of course, yeah.
Can you tell that story? What you told me when you came home with the catering? With the I'm gonna end up someone else. Someone
With the
else
lamp.
told someone else told me a story.
Yeah.
No, it was just another one with the panels. It might not have been you who told me actually, just for legal reasons. With the panels, when he turned up at a gig, nobody could see him going into catering because they like put
Oh,
Oh,
wasn't
no,
that
no.
when Andy Coppin nicked his helicopter?
The panels was downloaded. The helicopter was Nottingham when Andy Coppin
Right.
he put his own chopper. Coppo nicked his fucking chopper.
But that's the thing, wasn't it? With catering, he turned up and it was all like fucking panels, wasn't it? So nobody could see him going into catering. Like,
Yeah, I was doing press back and forth. It was downloaded in 2006 or whatever the headlines. And I was trying to get into my dressing room. It was like, "Phew, that's roses going through." And I was like, cool. Can I go out in my dressing room and have a sandwich? Like, no.
When we're big enough, boys, I'll be doing things like that.
Yeah,
Panels everywhere.
and then there's obviously this dude as well that you've ended up buddies with.
Oh, he's the coolest motherfuckers I've ever met in my life.
Legend.
Probably the best drummer on the face of the planet.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Double kick king, isn't he?
Oh, insane. I've
Yeah.
never seen him better, really.
I'm guessing you had the opportunity to stand and watch him play a gig, like in close proximity, I'm guessing, have you? And watch what he does. Yeah. Oh man.
Everything.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Everything. I'm like, you fucking prick.
Yeah.
I got to watch him in Reading, I think about 2007, 2008, something like that, when you were playing there.
Yeah.
And fucking, he was surreal then, like, because that was a year where I was side of the stage and Mastodon was talking to me and I didn't know who he was. And I said, no, what did he say? Are you playing? I said, no. I said, are you playing? He went, I just fucking came off stage, man. I was like, oh, cool. I remember now. Yeah, it was a little bit, to be honest. It was like I didn't even know he'd fucking played, or I was just doing an innocent thing of so are you here for the weekend, or do you know what I mean? It's so
He's a good drummer, mate, isn't he? Is it Bran from Mastodon, the drummer? Is that his name? He's a good drummer, man.
I think it's the bass player. It was. That's
right.
And
he played for Thin Lizzy, didn't he? In
guy with the tattoo.
that was last year.
Yeah, no, actually, it was the guitarist. Then it was the other dude. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it was the other dude. But yeah, he that was cool. That was because obviously when I felt embarrassed and I should have known who he was, I actually went on to listen to their records and I kind of liked them. So
yeah, they're a good band. They're a good band, man.
I don't know who anyone is anymore.
yeah, it was just one of those because there was just so many fucking people there, and I weren't caught up in the whole Mastodon moment or whatever, and that was when I met the Slayer guys, because I remember the singer came off and he was like, "That's a fucking shit show," and obviously because I'd only ever seen him on TV before that, he was fucking huge and he looked like he should be in Lord of the Rings, like, do you know what I mean? I fucking crap myself, like.
All the Slayer guys are really cool. Everyone's really cool except for
he's playing for Misfits now, isn't he? Old Dave Lombardo. Is that right?
He's in every band.
And Suicidal Tendencies as well. Is that right?
Idol Misfit.
So it's good bands there. Slayer, Suicidal Tendencies, and Misfits. I'm there all day with them.
Did you say Mr. Bungo? Who?
Yeah, he did Mr. Bungo. Now,
was he really?
I wasn't. No, I'm not in fucking Mr. Bungo.
No. Dave Lombardo now. Yeah.
Well, he's doing the Mr. Bungo.
He gets about, doesn't he? He gets about like.
Wow.
Funny.
Cuban. Is he Cuban? Is he Cuban descent or something like that? I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Well, we loved.
Interesting.
Because on our rider we had Magners, because I love cider, but I love beer. But back in the day, I loved cider. I was like, Dave, try it. I was like, oh. And he was like, what the fuck is this? Fucking Magners. So every day, and he was like, hey, Moose, give me some of that fucking man.
That's amazing, man. Oh, man. Incredible. Wow. Imagine that. That's like, you know, obviously you're a drummer and he's like he's like the drummer, isn't he, in the metal world? That's like such a cool. I don't know. It's just amazing, isn't it? Really, you can't imagine.
Yeah, but it wasn't like that. It kind of just. It was
Yeah.
just
Well, that's what I mean. Yeah, that's what I mean. He's just a bloke who he's having a laugh, and you know what I mean? And that's where it all boils down to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I only ever seen you together once, but it was like you've known him all your life, like, which is fucking crazy, like, you know. So
It was weird. I still text him now and then. You know, how are you doing, mate?
So ask him how Danzig's getting on, like.
Why the fuck don't Misfits come over to the UK?
Well, they don't, do they? Well, here didn't Eric sign just and re-release Walk Among Us or something? Because I remember talking to Digby, we were doing this YouTube thing, and I had a little Misfits thing on my jacket, and Digby was like a Misfits, do you? I was like, yeah. He was like, just sign them. I was like, what? You just signed the Misfits? He said, yeah, just sign the Misfits. Yeah, it was cool. And they re-released twice. But obviously, I was like, are they going to do a new album? They were like, no, I would just re-releasing Walk Among Us. I was like, well, is that signing them? I don't know.
Bought the license, but
They just bought the license for the album, yeah. But yeah.
But they should fucking just come over here, shouldn't they? You know, they do massive shows in America. I was fucking sorry, my drum room's getting me fucking nippy, you know.
Hurry up, there, boys. Come on. Half my bedtime, man.
You can tell he's a Thomas.
Yeah, but what, you're in your studio there, Moose, yeah?
No, just my drum room. It used to be a cow shed, but I built the room inside the room.
So what kit have you got there, bud?
It's my Venom kit from my last Bullet album.
Was that Monty, is it?
Oh, Monty Python.
It's a big tom I can see there. How big's that tom? That's a hell of a tom, that is.
It's the gong drum.
So it's not just a tom. It's not a tom as in the traditional sense then.
20-inch. Lovely.
It's like a kick drum or something. You know, a kick drum balanced against a stack of books or something.
On one of the shows we did, on one of the shows we did recently, I set the rack up and I had a 13 like yours, but there just a 13 off to look like a gong, like.
Yeah.
Fucking Brett texted me. I remember it going, "What the fuck are you doing?" I was like, "Ain't all about the size, man."
I remember we did Fever on Bullet. I had two gong drums up here. I was like, what the fuck am I doing? And it was the poor rep who was going, yeah, you should have two, you know, like AC/DC back now. I said, but I only one. Like twice in the fucking set. He was like, yeah. Shit. It's right though, if your kid's too big, it freaks me out. I used to have 2 toms at the top, and then, well, now I've just gone back to 2. It's weird.
Yeah, I was talking to boys about that on tour. I bought a bigger kit, but when we did the last run, I had to gear down because of some of the fair news, and I actually had more fun doing the punk rock setup just with like 1 tom with 2 4s than having that, because I've never had it, as you know. I always said to you, I'll have a fucking big stadium kit, and I've had to go on your kit, or I'll have those like, you know, 10 12, you know, so all the way around. But when I had it, it was almost like you said, it's daunting. Like, it's like
puts pressure on you.
Yes, more to fuck up on. Like
yeah, it's true, mind.
Less is more, innit?
No, more is more.
More.
Nice thing, isn't it? Blah, blah.
Should we do a competition while Moose is here at the moment before?
Yeah. The man himself has got some sticks. Is that right, Moose?
I have. I don't be look. Don't be
Put him up to the camera, buddy. Let's have a look. Oh, look at that.
Look at that. That was hell of a zoom on that, isn't it?
Look at that. Slamming.
Where's Dave gone?
I don't know, but feed his dog or something. I
Go
don't
and take
know,
a dog for a walk, knowing him.
probably.
Rabbit some lettuce or
Well, that's an incredible prize. I can already see people going mental over that.
yeah, I need them. I want them.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't fucking want them. They won't get me in here. Let me tell you.
Brilliant. So I think, oh, there he is, Dave. Come back, unmute yourself.
Dave.
Okay.
Spaceman.
Dave, Dave, unmute yourself. There you go.
Yo,
Starman.
my
We've
voice?
got a question, haven't we? Didn't you want to ask a question for Moose's
Yes.
drumstick?
Yes, right.
Can you
So the
remember it,
question,
Dave?
yes, I can remember the question. So how many out of the Crows went to school with Moose? Moose.
The other way.
I
How
know.
many? How many of us? Well, you would know, wouldn't you?
Yeah, so out of the Crows, how many out of 5 went to school with Moose?
2 seconds.
It's a possible. There's a possible multiple choice out of 5.
Ooh, some answers already here.
Christ, everybody's on it, innit?
Look at that. Boom, 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 boom.
I forgot. I got to get a bottle opener. I forgot to open my drink.
2, 3. Any advance on 3, 4, 1?
Yeah. Well, obviously, he's not looking, so I'll have a look again.
Yeah.
He's gone.
I'm gonna quickly have a look as well because I think our admin has got some internet issues.
Oh, never.
So I'm having a look now as well.
I think
Quickly have a look as well.
I think I got a winner in my world. I think I have a winner.
Put it in the
let
group,
me-
but
Yeah,
I'll
put it in
just
the
see if that's the one that I. If,
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go with that then.
Are we happy with that? Yeah.
All right.
What? Well, there's a few there now because Dave's put up one.
Yeah, that was you. That was on YouTube. I was. So
What are you drinking, Dave?
Yeah.
JD and Ginger beer.
we had it right, Shane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm looking at all the YouTubes, and even with the delay in count and everything, this one,
No, you're all right.
this one's definitely the winner.
Awesome. Brilliant. So the winner of Moose's drumsticks signed is Emma Louise Hopkins. Congratulations, Emma. You send your address, you get Moose to send them out to you.
Oh, and look at her T-shirt on that avatar as well. Did we notice that?
Look at that.
Dave is the dude.
Yeah, so 3 of us went to school with Moose.
Lad, you wouldn't think he's the dude if you've seen what I'm reading.
Oh God.
Anyway,
I love that. There
Who
we
was
are.
drinking Apple Jack Daniels? Was you, Shane? Was you drinking Apple Jack Daniels?
Yes, but it's banging.
Is it nice?
Oh, I bet it's so good.
Oh, remember that time we had slow gin and lemonade?
Oh,
We
but
were on
you
about
wrecked
this
me.
the other day.
well,
We were
when
on
you were climbing on the fence, swaying like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, that was awesome.
He did. Moose was the first one to get me on slow gin. I was like, slow gin, what's that? He says it's gin. He said, but it's got loads of berries in it. Try it. I'm like,
It's
okay,
slow.
first time ever. Jesus, hit me for 6.
Nice, wasn't it?
Oh, banging! But I drank the whole bottle, and
Yeah, but that's why it's so nice. You drink the whole thing.
yeah, and then you're legless then, like. But yeah, I was on. I remember. Yeah, Lloyd is right. I was on your fence. I was on,
You're
I was
gonna get
on the fence, like, what a state! What a state!
Brilliant, man.
See, they always think it's me that's in that state.
I know.
It's just me, all right?
Thing is with me, I if I have a drink, I have a drink. Do you know what I mean? I can't. There's no in between, really. It's like we're on it. Let's go.
That's like me. Okay,
See,
1, 2.
I'm the opposite. I've just always casually got a little sip on the go, but I'm never quite getting rat ass. Do you know what I mean? So I'm just like sailing along, slightly tipsy all the way through my life, but never getting hammered. We'll have to look up after.
We didn't actually answer the question. So it was myself, Ronnie, and Shayna
like
that went to school with Moose.
I put it up saying 3. I did put it up saying 3, but yes, it was me, Shane, and Shayna. Correct, Shane.
Oh Christ! Fair play, guys. It's typical CROWS, this is, isn't it?
Don't matter, there's a voice, man.
We love a chat. We love a chat.
Love a good chat.
Have a chat.
We talk so much, we forget about half of it.
I know.
Plus, we're on a whiskey, so I told you it'll all go tits up, boys.
Oh, look at that.
Aspels. Hey,
Oh,
Moose, look at the front of that bottle, right? The little bloke at the top. Doesn't he look like me?
No,
Doesn't he? He's got the same hair, though, isn't he?
not really, no.
Yeah, he has got the same hair, but
Yeah.
yeah, he's got the same hair as me, man. There we are. See, like an 18th century duke.
Well,
yeah.
fucking whiskey, but
Stop ruining it. Stop ruining it. I'm the silent man.
I love that. Rod, Moose says Rambo is the funniest.
yeah. When I drink too much,
That's class.
Here's a question, then, Moose. What was Moose's favorite Bullet For My Valentine song to play when he was in the band?
Waking the Demon. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a tune.
It's a banger.
Why is that, Moose?
That's my style of playing. I enjoy playing it.
Yeah, loads of double kick.
Well, yeah, it's the way I like to play my drums, that's all.
Yeah.
With the new songs now, with the Killer Lights boys, what one can you looking forward to like playing live? What's the I know that's always an hard question, but I don't know. You know what it's like as a drummer. There's certain ones that come up and you're like, oh, here we go, like, you know. So you can proper go for it.
Yeah, but I'm with these new songs now, I'm pushing myself more, so I'm doing a lot more blast beats and like death metal drumming. So
Concentration time, like.
yeah. I don't know. Shed my skin. Obviously, it's going to be weird live with the adrenaline and stuff going on. The Enemy with all the double kicks. I don't know. All of them. I don't know. All of them.
I suppose when you get bedded in with the boys and you start playing as well, and then you know which ones are in the pocket, and you know what I mean. So you know,
Get a vibe, don't you?
It is that vibe. Like when we started playing the new records, there was a couple for me that instantly just they're live songs. Do you know what I mean? I was just like, yes, here we go. Like they're more, but you do have to watch that adrenaline if you're not on the click. Like, you know, it's fucking whoosh.
No. That's why I have the click, because my adrenaline is through the roof.
Yeah.
Have you ever been caught out, Moose? You know what, like when you like Ronnie said there, now you like as a drummer, you've got this sort of instinctive sort of thing. Oh, I can't wait to play that, but then there's a song that kind of catches you off guard that the fans really get hold of, and you're like, holy shit, and that becomes like your new favorite because the atmosphere and the vibe it brings. Like anything like that where you've like thought, oh, I don't mind this song, but then when you've played it live, it's like I did something. Do you know what I mean?
Good question, there, Shane.
Sorry about me to stump you like. Because it was interesting you said Waken the Demon.
It does happen.
Yeah, because like you said Waken the Demon, and like, you know, we've had other musicians on him, like, and they always say the biggest song. Like when we had Paj on, he said about Tears and how the atmosphere, I know everybody like sings it back to him, is a big sort of thing. But you said Waken the Demon, like from your point of view. But is it anything there where you've gone, oh, yeah, it's a good song, but then when you've played it live, you've gone, holy shit, this is something else now?
It was the second time we played Download after releasing the first EP. And there's a song on that EP called Curses.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking great song. And all the crowd, it was like, we were in a tent, and I think it was like 10,000 people, and they were all singing back, and I was like, yes.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's such a good feeling.
Oh, man. Because we've done like songs in the studio and gone, oh yeah, it's a good song, it sounds good on record. And then of course it was like the first tour we did of the new album. So we had no idea I was going to go down. And then it was like songs you never really thought of, and then just fucking explode live. It was like, whoa, I wasn't expecting that, because people grab hold of it, and it's like, just takes you somewhere else. And then you're buzzing, you can't wait to play the next night. But that wasn't the case when you recorded on record. Like, so I was just wondering if, yeah, it is, man.
Yeah.
Like live and recording are two different animals.
Oh, they're
Completely
totally
different animals.
Yeah, they are.
Like Sin on Skin.
that's
it
a
was
good-
so-
God, mate, took the words out my mouth, then, Shane.
yeah.
You and I in KKs. Like that was that was the wake up call for me. That was like, hang on, this is a fucking brilliant live song.
That's
Yeah,
one
do you know what I mean?
thing I would have loved to be at was KK's steam mill, because that looked fucking incredible.
It was.
it was
No, it was
special, man.
amazing. Like
For the CROWS, I think that was like, we are here. You know what I mean?
didn't the stage setup look awesome, didn't it? Like a little, we had the lit up amps and the big backdrop, and like it was like,
Cool
yeah,
vibe it looked. Headline band. You know what I mean?
yeah.
You're
It was
right,
pretty,
but it was
pretty
special
special.
night, man. It was really special.
You were with us from the start, but because obviously you were coming up to, not a lot of people know that you were kind of fucking raring us right from the start, trying to get us through the door and telling everybody, look, check this band out. Like, do you know what I mean? So when we were playing up in, yeah, get your checkbook out.
Say the fucking boys.
I fucking love that. We were on about that earlier. Get your checkbook out.
That's something we
even
say regularly, isn't it?
Even like we were talking about it the other week about like the Chris McCormacks, because obviously we got to meet him then, and doing the Underworld and then the Camden Fest and all of that. You were there through all of that, man. So yeah, when we did KKs, it was almost that was kind of the moment. That was the payoff for all the hard work, seeing that everybody had been supporting it, if that makes sense. So it is a shame you weren't there just to see that, because Kev will tell you when you see him, but he was just like, that was your moment. That was when you become, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it was like, it's fucking lush, because we're obviously in the moment, same as you. When you've been in the band, you're having all these big moments, and we're talking to you about it now, going, fucking hell, you played with fucking Metallica and you did that, but you're in the moment. You're thinking about it. Oh, fuck, I got to go on now. I got to do this. And then you're thinking of the song.
Don't fuck up.
Yeah, there's loads, like, do you know what I mean? So you almost can't stand it and kind of bask in it almost, because you're always thinking, oh, fuck, that's coming up. I've got to do that, or you know what I mean? So
I had
When someone says, "Oh, just take it in," you can't, can you? Because you,
concentrating so much. Your concentration levels are just like you look like you're just sailing through it, but your concentration levels are like so high, and
You bang on, though, because it's only until you see the. It's only until you see back like the videos of other like fans and all that put up, you go, oh yeah, I remember that. But at the time, you're just on autopilot. You're just like,
yeah, you are. Yeah.
boom. And then you go,
I've been spending a lot of time watching like little vids of us on the people have posted on the fan page and stuff recently, and I've been sitting around with like a tear in my eye, and KKs especially ones I've been
I had
watching.
fucking tears in my eye that gig, boys. I'm not gonna lie. With the fucking ankle.
But it's really
Really
nice.
slapped my ankle.
Yeah, I remember
I
that.
go, "Ah!" I asked him for painkillers halfway through the gig. Don't I? Everybody
On
painkillers,
stage?
Steve.
Next time, Lloyd, I'll have him in my pocket for next time, right? Because it tends
Oh,
to
nice
happen a
one.
lot.
Cheers,
It tends
bud.
to happen a lot. So I'll have some morphine in my back pocket for next time.
That's pushing it, bud. That's pushing it now.
yeah,
But no, it is nice. It is nice to have a little catalogue of vids I can just go to and just watch some little snips and stuff, because it makes me smile, you know.
it was weird, yeah. Because when we was coming up with Bullet, they also used to give you like a DVD of the festival show you played, and the boys were like, "Let's play." I'm like, "Wow, no! Why the fuck? We just play. I don't want to watch it again. I'll play it again. I don't fucking want to watch." Yeah, no, it's just you know. I don't know. Maybe that's a drummer thing or a Thomas thing. I don't know. It's weird.
Probably just a Thomas thing, I think.
Yeah,
Ronnie will be all over that. Like,
well,
it's a funny one. Me, I like to watch it back, but not. I cringe every time I watch anything back. I do, right. I cringe, but I watch it back because I
critically.
want to like be better.
Yeah.
Like boys in particular, when we first started, I recorded every single show that we did, and I think it pissed the boys off, because we come off stage going high five and that was awesome, and then we play it back and go, oh shit, that was dog shit. That was terrible. Oh my god, I'm singing out the tune, or the guitar's dodgy there, or the beat is a little bit quick. Oh, I need it. And you rip it apart, like. But I genuinely believe, like, because doing what we do is such an adrenaline rush. You don't have a clear mind doing it. It's only until after. So you've got to be really conscious in the moment. That's a really hard thing to do because you're so up for it. 9 times out of 10, you've had a bit of a drink to settle the nerves, and then you go on stage. There's hundreds of people. Like,
I never drink before playing ever.
no, we
not
don't
even
really.
a little snifter just to loosen you up.
I don't. I used to. I don't anymore.
My
Bro,
thing,
man,
was I had a little thing on tour where I'd have a small glass of red wine and a Red Bull, and I'd be like,
What are you talking about? You drank like a fucking trooper on a tour. What are you on about?
no, but that would be but that would be before going on stage. When I come off, it was fucking anyone. But like before you go on, red wine, Red Bull, bam, I'm good to go.
I'd have 0. I'd be like, nothing. When I
My
go on,
nerves get the better of me. See, I've got to because I get nervous.
What are you on? You were on the red wine and fucking Red Bull, weren't you? You were drinking it and mixing them up.
Yeah, that's like I call it the old heart stopper, like
Fucking hell. Heart attack in a bottle.
bit of a heart stopper before I go on. Like
Our manager was encouraging a drink. He was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, you should have a drink before you go on." Because I was going to him, "Nah, man, I don't drink." Because I come from that. We've talked about the stories of the past where I fucking played pissed and all of that. But for me, I'd rather do it sober. That's the best. Like, do you know what I mean? I'd rather have all those feelings and nerves, everything, and then literally go out there and fucking holy shit. Do you know what I mean? Our manager's like, get a whiskey down him. Get
yeah, good man, Dave. Good man. Give me the old wink.
Yeah.
Good man.
bloody hell, like. So
I know.
yeah, and you find that the bigger it goes, especially now, you know, production's starting to come into play with us, and obviously your crew and everything. I find that's even worse then to have a drink because you not only got to know what you're doing, you've got other people working for you, so you've got to kind of make sure you're fucking on it for them as well. Otherwise, they're trying to do their job and you're fucking not there, if that makes sense. Do you know what I mean? As in, I don't know, I couldn't have a drink. I think that's the bottom line.
we drank more than we did.
Yeah.
What was that? Say it again. What was that bet?
Our crew was drinking more than we were. Well,
Does that include
Oh.
Kev?
hello.
Yeah, I get you.
Does that include Kev?
Oh, Kev loves it.
He's a fucking boy, isn't he?
He left Iron Maiden for you, bet. That's incredible.
Can you hear us?
Can you hear me? I
Yeah,
think I lost
hear you.
internet there.
Just about.
Yeah, Shane said Kev left Iron Maiden for you. That's fucking incredible.
Yep.
It's like leaving Pamela Addison for Anne Widdecombe. I'm only joking.
Oh, I think he's gone.
Probably for the best.
Hang on, let's see if we got him. I was hoping if there we are. I think he's back here now. We'll try and get everybody a couple of quick questions in for him before he goes.
Yeah.
I love that. Dave's rent just went up. Ha Well done, Craig McGill. You do.
Yeah, well done, Dave.
Go on, have you?
Uh,
Ah, it's a shame.
I think he's trying to load it back up. Fingers crossed he can get back in.
Spinning circle of death.
You're right.
Let me see.
I reckon he did it on purpose so we can go to bed. I might try that now. Technical issues.
Do you want to do a quick competition? Have we got any more? Is that it? Sorry. I didn't know if
think
there were.
that was it, bro.
I think that was it. Yeah.
Unless you want to give someone away, I don't mind giving anything away. We've got
Oh, the
t-shirts,
other-
we've got calendars. Oh, he's back.
Yes.
Hey, there he is.
He's back.
We got a couple of questions for you, Moose, before you go off some of the fans. What's your favourite type of cymbal of Jack Charles?
Children A custom.
There we are, Jack. Jack's a young guy. He's a drummer, and he's he follows us as a band. And he's how old is he? He's about 10, is he?
Yeah,
Yeah,
somewhere
and
around
he did.
here,
Like, did he do a cover of one of our songs on his little YouTube thing?
He's a big fan, man. He's a lovely guy. His family is too, man.
Cool
It's
kid.
wicked.
Yeah, they're awesome, not there. Yeah, there you are then, Jack.
MW Drums, will Killer Lights reschedule tour dates?
Yes. Whatever we've not done, we will do again.
That's pretty much it. And it's just like pick your plans up, parachute them to like the end of the year or whatever, isn't it? I think that's what's gonna happen.
Pan fucking pandemic over, but go. Killer Light.
Yeah, we're literally we're like sprinters on the starting blocks, and we were just like waiting for the pistol.
Every band is, everyone's like,
We're all
who's
just
going
like,
first?
we're like,
Yeah. Did Moose ever have a drink with Stuart Cable?
I did.
He's a nice
I
guy.
don't know anybody. I don't know anybody who didn't.
yeah.
Nice fucking sound he was.
Fucking
Remember
mental.
us having a drink with him up in with his parents as well in the pub that they had.
That was in Kamaman, that was, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. We did a gig as kids up in Kamaman, and we played a couple of Stereophonics covers. And he came up to us and said, "You play the Stereophonics better than we do."
Yeah.
I was like, "Yeah." And then his parents were like, "We'll have one every week." And we're like, "Nah, you're right."
You're right.
It was just to get a couple of quid, wasn't it, in the arse pocket? But yeah, I don't know anybody who didn't have a drink with Stuart.
Well, he used to do used to host the CROWS, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a hell of a character, man.
He had the story of me getting ill in Japan because I drank too much. And he was like, "This motherfucker cancelled 2 fucking shows because he fucking drunk too much." Turned to fucking Ian Patton and I got any drugs or what?
Oh, he was wild, man.
Oh, fuck you know.
I remember bumping into him in backstage at I remember Oasis and Foo Fighters played in in Cardiff. It's like 2005, I think it was, something like that. Do you remember that show? And bumping into him and Ralph Little and Chris Cole, the footballer, who was just like, we're all just getting pissed up, and it was fucking brilliant. I was like, how the fuck's this happened? And then ended up getting kicked out of the Marriott the same night. Then
Oh, is that for playing the piano?
playing the piano in the lobby, like I just ordering spitting White Russians all over the friggin' piano and stuff.
Oh, White Russians, how can you drink that? That's disgusting stuff.
Wow.
Dave, I thought you said you never get pissed.
Oh no, mate, this is going back 2005 now with my heyday. I was a beaut back then, but
I've
do
heard.
you carry anything for good luck while you're doing shows, Moose?
Sorry?
Do you carry anything for good luck while you're doing shows? That's off Emma Louise Hopkins.
No.
You're not superstitious, like if you have a good show, I gotta wear the same pants. Do you know what I mean?
No. Spandex back in the day.
When we did, was it the Storm Broke Into It, Lloyd?
Yeah.
When I said to you, I was going on a really good run of like not fucking up, basically. It don't matter. Like my tempos were like rushing, but I didn't drop a beat. Everything was there. My playing was there. So I wore the same shorts and everything.
Yeah, it was. It was.
yeah, I remember.
I wouldn't change anything. Like, and I was
Was
telling
the
Finn
Storm
about it
Were
as well. 'Cause I
they
said-
Brody shorts as well?
I can't remember, man, but
that time, I remember you had Brody shorts by accident and they were quite small.
I know I
Oh,
brought
yeah,
them
no.
all. I bought a. Oh, that was in Newport. That was funny as
Oh,
fuck. I was. My
okay.
missus, me and my boys obviously got same kind of shorts and that. My missus had packed a youth large pair of shorts in my bag when we played up in the Patriots up in
That's right. Crumbling.
yeah, up in Crumbling. And basically, I snuck on behind the drums with kiddie shorts.
That's it. Yeah.
I didn't have anything else, and I'm not like you. I can't play with jeans on. Like, you know, I know that you would play with proper leggings, wouldn't you? You love the old the 80s vibe, don't you? Like,
No, I played with spandex loads of times. Like,
Yeah, I can see how that would work because it's loose, isn't it? Like spandex is like, you know, you're wearing anything.
that's why I was like, I was buying sneak fucking spandex. I was buying the most outrageous spandex you could buy. Supporting Maiden, the fuck out. I was like, fuck it.
Yeah.
Back in the days, this is my thing to them.
Yeah, man.
Class.
Right.
Class.
You get away with it on the drums because no one can see a package, can they? I mean, you're right down there, but
Yeah, I can't do it. See, I've tried it before. If
It's
you
also-
got it, like I'll play with jeans or trousers on, but I don't even play with anything on my feet anyway. Like, do you know what I mean? So the more,
You can do that. That's weird to me.
yeah, I can't. I tell you who else does it is Nico McBrain.
Yeah.
I did it when we were younger. There was a couple of gigs that I tried wearing trainers with, and I just find not wearing anything on my feet and being as free as possible. Basically, like Jesus on the drums, but let it all flow. Like,
Don't your feet when you sweat slip off the plate?
yeah, but then I borrowed a pedal off you years ago, which you had Velcro on it, so that was really good.
No, I have
On
a
paper.
I got a good question for you here, Moose. Right, it's from Jill Watcher, right, one of our fans. What Crow song would you like to play? If you had to cover a Crow song on the drums.
Oh, you put on the spot there, bud.
No, I got it. I know what it is. Is the first time I heard Rock and Rolling Dead. I was like, that's the fucking tune. And I'm fucking gutted you didn't put a cowbell in it.
Yeah.
I remember you
know.
saying that. I remember you saying that at a party when we were drinking our slow gin. You're like, you need cowbell on her, you need cowbell.
Like Guns N' Roses. Oh,
Yeah.
Night drink.
Yeah.
yeah.
Brilliant. That's cool. Rock
Answers
and Rolling
that,
Dead.
Any more questions?
Explain your Muppet tattoos. Or your Muppets tattoo.
It was Ronnie who made me add the first one.
It was.
I got a big nose. So, on my leg.
It's fucking wicked, though. It was wicked. Fair play.
I love Muppets anyway. So I thought, fuck it, go on.
Waka waka.
Yeah, it's an hard one because I've never got any of the kids into the Muppets. I've had 3 kids and not one of them fucking like the Muppets.
Wow.
'Cause I always used to put them on. I'd be like, check this out now. Here we go. You're going to fucking love this. And they just sit there going, what? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I know what you mean, eh? Try
Oh,
educating ours, and they just like, what? This is rubbish. I'm like, no, it's not. This is amazing.
It's an era thing, isn't it?
Christmas
Yeah.
when you're off. Muppets Christmas Carol.
I love it. Love it.
Treasure Island, man.
But it's class. It's class, that is.
And Muppets Take Manhattan. That's my, Together Again. That's my favorite one, that is. Together Again. I fucking love that one. It's amazing. Muppets Take Manhattan.
We are there, Moose, right? Samat has asked, how do you warm up before a show?
Oh, I used to, but now I do every day. I warm up before you brews in the house. I got these warm ups off, the band Sixth,
Yeah.
the drummer Dan Ford.
Yeah. Brilliant.
Actually, insane drummer. He gave me these warm ups, which I do every day. And they're fucking nuts. You should really go. If you're a drummer,
Send me them over. Yeah, send me them over, Moose.
I'm not even a drummer. I want to do it.
Yeah, send them over, dude.
I do
anything like that. I'm
about
always
20 half to about a half hour every day. And I do them every day before I even play drums.
That makes a lot of difference, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
You've got to do it, man. You take it for granted, don't you? You've got to warm up, especially when you get a little bit into your...
I was like, but no, you gotta warm up.
Yeah, it's like a...
How would you warm up if you're on a festival? Because I've done loads of festivals. I like, they're everywhere. But like, how the fuck do you have the time to warm up?
Yeah.
It's a bit more tricky in a festival. It's a bit. Yeah,
She's
it's
got
a
like
bit
a
less
pad
metal.
knee or something like that now. That's why I got that like little, I got like a little travel pad now that straps to your knee. So even when we're sitting in a van, the boys never really they never say they get irritated by it because they know it's kind of part of my.
It's
probably
fucking irritating.
I know it probably does, but you all know that it's for the greater good at the end of the day. Do you know what I mean? The more you're drumming or guitaring or whatever. Same with Shane walking around going, yeah, or fucking me, my mummy, me, mum.
It's my favorite.
He just goes mental. He just goes, me, ma, pee, ma, nothing to do with his singing. Yeah, no, go do the warm up, the drills with the fingers, that and get the old, just do muting as fast as you can, just to loosen everything up. Got to do it.
I like to
Fine.
just do a gallop and for as long as I can, just to get the lactic acid pumping in the
Get
forearm.
the old burn.
Just
Get the old
do that.
maiden thing. Yeah, get the burn in the arms, and that's what you want to do. You feel like it loosens up. I find
It
like
does. Really
press up
does.
on your fingers helps as well.
Jackie Chan beer. The bloody cock push-ups are the lot nowadays.
No, but it's the same, Moose. I found, especially now, like, you know, we're getting older and stuff like that. If I come up here to do a drum session, even if I want to just drum along to anything on my iPod, you sit there for a good half hour, just doing rudiments or anything just to break in your wrists, because it is a warm up, like it just gets you going, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, we're doing a dropping a cover. We just did a cover of a really one of my favorite heavy metal bands of all time. And I was like trying to play earlier, and I was like, I gotta fucking warm up first. It's just fucking too fast. You have to warm up.
Did you ever get into a position, talking about warming up, where you had the off stage, side stage little setup like Metallica do? I don't know what they call it. The tuning room or something.
Yeah, yeah. I'd have my Roland kit. I'd take that onto, because Ronnie got one there behind him.
Yeah.
One of them on tour and just, I wouldn't plug it in or anything, just something to hit. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know when we get the chance to do it, as in I'm allowed to, budget wise, I'll be taking that with me. That's definitely. Or I've even like spoken to the guys about like the fold out ones. Have you seen those now, where it's just got the pads and then you can clip on the Zildjian lo-fi cymbals and stuff?
I used to have kick, snare, and the cymbals. That's just
I mean, the dream is that we get but you're talking further down the line that we do get our own room or something, and then you can just fucking jam in there, like, you know, because I'm the same. See, I get really bored on the road, so I just rather be jamming or kicking about, especially like the long days. That's you get there and there's fucking nothing to do really, so it'd be great to have a room set up and just jam. I know with Shane's voice, I wouldn't want him pelting it out, but even if he picks up a guitar or just people walking in, it's that traffic of people picking stuff up, or, you know, then you might have Kev who's finished his jobs and Kev starts banging out some AC/DC or something. Do you know what I mean? It keeps the brain active and stuff like that, like, you know. So
yeah, I love doing all. I love jamming on tour now, because like I don't know why it doesn't take long to get the creative juices. So you're already at that. You know, your head's in the game. Like you're already. I don't know. I loved all that when we did it in Roy's Gaff. Remember?
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were doing that, see, not any day off, rather than just like, fuck it, we're going to piss.
Do you remember the jazz? Do you remember the jazz in Manchester, Dave?
We were doing that in Winter's End as well, I think. I'm watching a video back and we doing a little jazz jam or something.
And you were lying on the wedges, just going.
totally like nothing in tune or anything like that.
All the support bands turned up. But, like, I think we're having a few technical issues with the in-ears, so we all just started jamming jazz. I think we just pissed everyone off.
New monitors.
Say again.
How are you finding those new monitors?
Great, love them.
Yeah, man. They fucking
best thing ever done.
Yeah. Like literally now, even playing on the electric kit, we were jumping on all day today, so I had these in for a good. I think I worked it out about 4 hours at least. But when we were on, I would put them in for 20 minutes, and I'd be going like that to the boys. "Fucking hell, man, my ears are hurting." Do you know what I mean? So they were killing me when I first put them in. But today, when you think all that time that we were there and all of that, I didn't once turn around and say, "Fuck, these are bothering me," like, you know. So
Just sitting there.
I love them.
I did find when we did the bigger gigs on the tour, I loved them. When we did the smaller ones, I needed to pull them out. That's what I've learned now. You can't, like when we did the Bristol show and Newcastle especially, you have to be deaf in those gigs. For me, I don't know, unless we've just got it all set up wrong or whatever. I just couldn't adjust to the smaller gigs. I think you said the same, Lloyd. It was
I thought Newcastle weren't too bad, but I think especially like Bristol, you haven't got enough space on that stage to let the air move from you, and when your cab's rammed up your ass, and you're not getting the clarity. Do you know what I mean? It's just, I just found it a bit weird, man. It was just, they're built for the bigger stages, definitely.
Definitely on a learning curve on the last tour, weren't we, with them? Like,
And it doesn't help. We're loud as fuck anyway.
Yeah.
How long did it take you boys to adapt? Like,
I don't. I just started. I started with, and I've gone back to these things. The shoe in your mouth.
Yeah.
Spongies.
Yeah, spongy things, yeah.
That's what I started off on in 2006. And I've broken every in years, which I got all there, but I've just gone back to them and I put them in today and I was just like, I should have had these.
So why is that then? Is it just,
I don't know. It fits my ears.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, that Robert Paul Owens asked a good question there. Basically, Rob, we can hear whatever we want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's your own personal mix of the band.
Yeah.
So everybody's got their own sort of track on the board, and they can basically have more guitar, more drums, more whatever. It was a tricky one for me because I thought we had it nailed like before the tour.
In
We've done a
pre-pro,
lot of work on it, and then as soon as we were on tour, I don't know, things started changing, and literally I was pulling my hair out. Moose. 1 minute they were in, 1 minute they were out.
Yeah, you think in the dressing room you got it because in your monitor you shouldn't change.
Yeah.
You go to in different room and then you're like, whoa.
Yeah, but we even did it in our manager's gaff up in the asylum, the big room. We done pre-production up there, and I thought this is going to be great. This is a big room. I can hear everything clear as day. I wasn't straining. I wasn't over singing. Do you know what I mean? So I'm thinking, I'm set up for this tour now. I'm going to nail it. And the first show, I was like 1 in, 1 out. Then I put them both in, and Kev was saying, look, be consistent. Either keep them in, do the whole show, and it's good advice. But it just seemed like every show we did was completely different, and it blew my mind, bud. So I'm hoping to when the world goes back to normal, we get the proper pre-production again, and we go again, really. But
I always try and have like a flat mix of like what you may hear out front of the house, so like the band in full, and then just push my guitar and my vocals slightly up, so it's a bit more clear. But I want to be hearing like the full band. Like,
me, push me.
well, that's what that's what it's about. It Moose is only me who can hear it. Otherwise, I'll push Lloyd up a bit. What do you Lloyd a bit more?
Hey, that's the way. But now you're fucking learning.
Really, I should have one guitar, vocals, and kick drum. That was it.
It's preference. It's a preference thing, isn't it? But the beauty of it is you can hear exactly what you want.
I think, like, what was interesting was like we took the top and bottom mic on Ron's snare, and for us, I mean, I think we pushed the bottom one more when it Ron.
Yeah.
Rather than the top. I mean,
Off for me.
I didn't have that. I had the top. I did, and I didn't really have the snare towards the end as well. It's a weird.
Well, it's right in front of you, isn't it? You know,
It was just like fucking bang. I found that when I took that out, and also when I took a lot of the low end out, obviously like the bass on certain shows, you have it like tiny, and the same as most, pretty much. Most my mix ended up like yours, of very little guitar, and then mainly vocals. That was it. Like, just so I know where Shane was vocally. And then you're kind of away then, which is a really weird thing, because when I took him out, it become a thing of rock and roll ain't dead towards the end. I'd always like take him out. And then I'd be like, "Okay, hell, I want to put him back in."
well,
It's loud.
that's what fucked me up in Winter's End at the end, man. I mean, I'd gone through the whole gig with him in. I thought, I'm taking him out for this. This is loud. And I just think my fucking years went. It was just someone taking my head off.
Yeah.
Literally, I wish I didn't do it. Ping! You're like, fucking hell!
Yeah, it's definitely a learning curve, isn't it? Definitely a learning curve.
Oh,
Moose,
yeah.
quick question from someone. Why are you called Moose?
Same reason that Shine is called Shiner, really. My dad.
Moose.
My dad just called me when I was little. And then my mates were like, "Why?" My dad was calling me Moose around the house. And they were like, "Why you call Moose?" And I was like, "I don't fucking know." That's my dad.
I just am. We'll get him on. We'll have Leighton on 1 week. We'll have all the family.
I'd love to have him on, man.
We'll have
I'd
Leslie
love
on
to have
the
him
week
on.
I really don't know why I'm called Moose, to be honest. It's just my dad.
Yeah.
Well, it's stuck and it worked. Like,
They love a nickname up in the valleys, and it's all about the nicknames up in the valleys.
well, the good thing is, but we managed.
There's one guy, I'm called Wanger.
Yeah, it is, aye. He's going out with Sam's sister.
It's called Wang, yeah.
I'm going to be
Brilliant.
fucking related to him before long.
Brilliant.
We managed to keep you on for an hour and a half, dude. I appreciate that, especially like you done like your late nights as well.
Right.
It's fucking good, though. We did the same with Ryan. We managed to keep him on later as well. Before you go, buddy, so obviously you're in the same ballpark as us of everything's being rescheduled for next year, as in live.
Yeah.
Just so everybody, because there's been a lot of people asking on you, when's this happening? When's that happening? But we can kind of answer for you, because we know that obviously once the once everybody got the green light, it's all go, isn't it? Like, but you did kind of leak something earlier about, so you're working on a cover, which might be dropping. So I think we had the exclusive by there, which was all right.
Yeah, next couple of weeks we just cover the song we really like. So
Love that. And then everybody keep an eye on the website and all the socials for the album release date.
Yes, it's a good album. You got to check it out when it comes out. It's fucking brilliant.
Was there any tours or anything announced before COVID, or were you just on the break? I know obviously you had the warm-up show in Hobos, and then you had Download. But was there anything else actually announced, or was that you were like smack bang ready to announce other stuff? Or
there was like a show after Download in New York, but obviously
yeah.
Sucks ass, isn't it, man? Sucks ass.
Yeah, I know. That's the I think there's a lot of people in the same boat, where it was that time as well, weren't it, around the February, March time, where that's where you announce your summer plans, your late winter plans. Do you know what I mean? Because as you get more experienced in this game, you work out not everything's done tomorrow. It is scheduled and planned ahead, like, so
it's ahead,
yeah, man.
Whatever.
Well, you're looking well anyway, bud.
Oh, cheers, bud. I'm after
good, bud. Fair play to you. Drinking all that beer, you're still looking good, son. Fair play.
Nice and svelte.
I was playing drums every day, so I've been sweating like a beat playing that song. I've never sweated so much in my life.
It's amazing.
Is that fun?
Good on you, man. It's nice you've got that enthusiasm, man. You've been in the game for a long time, and you still fucking love you playing your drums.
Every
You
day.
still, yeah, and you still love being in a band and just keeping
Oh,
it real, man.
heavy metal every day.
I
Yeah,
love
good on
that.
you, man. Good on you.
That's
Yeah.
stealing one liner shiner, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a good one liner. That was.
That's a fucking hell of a liner.
You
Moose,
added
thanks,
it, then.
thank you for coming on, but we really appreciate it.
Nice
All the
one,
best
bro.
for the future. Can't wait to have a beer with you, bro. And when we all catch up, it's going to be a mad one.
Yeah, we'll sort something out, boys, when we can get out of this shit. We'll have a fucking barbecue or something.
Great
you
to see
later,
you,
bud.
brother. Take care,
Wicked.
man.
Speak to
Take
you
it easy,
soon.
son.
Yeah, bud.
Go on, Moose.
Slamming. And for anybody listening, then keep an eye on Killer Lights socials, because they're obviously going to be dropping a cover soon, and obviously keep an eye on their album. Before we go, if you subscribe, notify, like,
subscribe,
do all
like.
the vibe. These beautiful items should be out with you this week.
Cool.
These have been ordered. They're actually being pressed as we speak. So if you like this t-shirt, you can go and order it now at thosedamncrows.bigcartel.com. And that should be shipped out very, very soon. That's literally on it, being done now in the job run. Like,
Yeah. Sit pretty, guys. Sit pretty. They're coming.
yeah. Well, it was great, boys.
Shut up,
And
about
we
half
Yeah.
kept Moose on late, which was great. So
I
happy
was good
days,
to
isn't
see
it?
him, man. He looks
We
good,
always manage
genuinely.
it, boys.
He looks,
We always manage it.
he looks really well. He looks fit. He looks.
Yeah.
I think he's
Yeah,
happy, boys, man. I think that makes a lot of difference, man. He seems happy and comfortable, doesn't he? You know, and in himself. And I think that makes a big difference, doesn't it?
Yeah. I just shut up and like listening to him talk tonight. He was good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's got a lot of stories to tell, and a lot of experience. And
Yeah, he was quite censored tonight. I was expecting a bit more, to be honest, because he had, like you said, he's got some stories.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So,
Oh, it's nice, man. It's really nice.
All right.
Aye.
A lot of people saying see you next week. Thank you, guys. Thank you for a fab night.
It's been fun.
Awesome CrowCast. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening, guys. And
we're going
next
a week.
week,
Right, fair enough.
well, did you want to give something else away quickly, or is that what you wanted to do? Or
At this rate, my fucking bed.
I was just wondering if there was any more questions. That's all. But there we are. Let's call it like that.
What about this bunny?
I fucking like it. Where's your dog? Let's give your dog away. Come on.
She's upstairs asleep.
Go
I
wake her
managed
up.
I managed to get it down now. I take her out for a big long walk before we go on. Throw the ball around, tire her out, and then she goes and has a kip in.
go on, wake it up, Dave. Bring it down.
She kick off.
Go
She's a big
get a
girl.
dog, man.
She's a big girl. She kick off.
Good girl.
She comes down now. I awaken the beast. She's coming now. I can hear her. I can hear the floor shaking.
Do you want to do another quick question, Lloyd, before you go?
Yeah, go on. Hang on.
Go on, then, bud.
I'm just saying, yeah.
Indy. She's ignoring me.
Hang on.
Would love that bunny for my granddaughter.
What this?
This is from Oliver Me. That's not from Oliver for me, no. What's the first live gig you went to?
We answered that last week.
We fucking did, didn't we?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's all you're having, so fuck you. Hang on.
No, I've had a bit, like, but 3/4 of a bottle, but I remember that.
Hang on. If you could listen, if you could only ever listen to one album ever again, what would it be and why?
Oh, wow.
Oh,
I'll tell you right
And that's from Tracy Bailey.
Pearl Jam 10. For me.
Aerosmith Pump.
Oh Jesus! I reckon mine would probably be Rage, their first album.
Yeah, that's a good title, that, isn't it?
Yeah, the self-titled.
Self-titled, yeah.
Yeah, that would be mine.
Foo Fighters, Color and Shape.
Yes, Color of the Shape. Good man.
Good album, man.
It is.
Interesting story about that, but I remember swapping Color and the Shape for the Rage Against the Machine album, and that's the first time I heard it.
That's a good swap, that is.
Yeah. My friend of mine in school, her dad used to work for Sony.
Mhm.
So he used to get hold of these albums in the 90s and stuff. So yeah.
I'll use a good one. Hang on. What's the worst place to carry your gear in? What's the worst place to carry your gear in?
Well,
The only one that sticks out for that one, RSP09 Tama. I like the Tama end of it. Is the Cat House in Glasgow. That was quite
And
that
that's
was
be
a
the
lot
Cat
of
House.
space.
Yeah.
Because
that
of
was
the
for
amount
me.
of gear we had as well, headlining
You're-
on the
I'll give everybody who ever gets to carry their gear into that venue a tip. The last step is a
It's
couple of
bigger.
inches higher
Mm.
than all the other steps. It fucking is.
Yeah. Yeah, you took a tumble on that last one.
I did.
When you I can't remember what you were carrying, but you took a tumble.
Yeah,
the brutal upstairs.
that's it in a nutshell, Ron. That is definitely the worst. I was going to say the Camden Barfly, but in London, but that's definitely the worst. You just
That's
said, didn't
Richie Phillips, that is, boys. Hey,
Hey,
what's
Richie.
happening? Good boy, putting
Rich.
Tama at the end. Well done. Yeah, Shelley's put Glasgow Cat House and laughed. Yeah, it was just because the amount of gear we had, because obviously we upped the production and stuff, and yeah, that was hard. That was hard on the back, the legs. Anybody carrying anything was a nightmare, really, wasn't it?
Yeah, we were all fucking knackered before we had to go on stage, weren't we?
Julian Davis, can you carry on doing a weekly CrowCast after all of this?
Yeah.
Hopefully, yeah.
Yeah,
I know
because
that's-
We can, even when we're on the road, we can sort of take our laptops with us, and we could all jump on, can't we? And
Definitely.
we could do something. We can use our phones. We could do something. There's no reason why we can't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Aye.
yeah. It's a good way. It's a good way. It's a good way to cram a lot of information in a short space of time, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
well, it is. There's good questions every week, and I think everybody finds out whether it's the good or the bad about us.
Mm.
It's fucking- there's always something that leaks out, isn't there? So,
Yeah.
I have a question. With the COVID pandemic coming at the wrong time, do you think it might have impacted on your momentum?
No, here's the thing, right? There's multiple answers to this question. Who was it? Who answered that? Who asked that question?
Paul Owen, wasn't he?
Robert Owen.
Robert.
Yeah.
The fact is this.
We've only just begun.
The fact is, it doesn't matter. It is what it is, and that's what I've learned over this last year touring with the band. Right, there's so many ups and downs doing this job. Right, that you can literally pull yourself apart mentally. We should have done this. We should have done that. We should have played that venue. We should have played that. We should have had this booking agent. We should have done this. Oh, it's endless, right? And that can send you in a world of despair. The fact is this. We released that album when it did. We are very grateful for everybody supported, and we went in at number 6, and number 14 in the charts. Incredible. Yes, it's hampered us. Of course it has, but it's hampered every single band on the circuit. So it is what it is. But I think if we stop and just go, oh well, if this happened, we could have done this, we could have done that. Of course we could have, but it's a bad mindset to be in if you start thinking like that.
Yeah,
It is what it is. Deal with it the best you can. Hence why CrowCast was formed. We needed to contact and get and keep in touch with our fan base. Was being incredibly supportive. And then we use that outlet as our new sort of. So you've got what I'm saying is you've got to change with your environment and your situation. If you're not, you're dead in the water.
It's like evolution, isn't it?
It is. So it is what it is. We're making the best of it. And when that green light goes, you watch the CROWS, right? I'm telling you now. If you thought we were hungry and I don't know, hardworking as a band, you watch us when this green light comes back on.
Yeah.
Because
Because we've been eating big meals, and we big tasty creation meals.
actually, I mean, it is what it is, basically, and we're doing the best we can, like everybody in its situation. And when that, like I said, when that green light comes back on, watch out, world. The CROWS are coming in.
You know when you just know something. You know you're gonna take something. You're gonna take the fucking head off it.
Exactly.
Well,
And you know, we are in a situation where we know what's penciled in, so we're kind of like chomping at the bit to tell everybody. But regardless of this situation, this would have been happening anyway. So it'd be very easy to blame this situation. It is what it is. And when this all stops, look out. Look out.
All them doors are locked down. They're coming off their fucking hinges.
Yes, brother.
There's a reason why in evolution CROWS are still around is because they've evolved and they've adapted to their surroundings.
Well, it's
and
like Bruce
survived.
Lee, innit? You become the cup. You be like water.
Be like water.
Become
Be
the
like
cup.
water. You're not the gap. You're like the water.
Well, there we are, Dave. That's cool.
That's a brilliant impression.
You're not the gap, but you're the water.
Why you?
Hey, my name is Bruce Lee. I'm from Italy.
Oh, Dave, say that Italian joke.
Aye, go on, bud.
Should we end on a joke, should we?
Go on, then.
Right, so we were in a restaurant and we recorded a demo in Warwickshire or something like that, right? And we're in an Indian restaurant and I'm sitting next to Lloyd and I'm laughing to myself and he's looking at me and he's like, "What are you giggling at?" And I was like, "Oh, I just come up with a joke." He's like, "Oh, tell it to me then." So the joke went like this. What was it? What did the Italian hairdresser say to the scruffy Indian? "I need to comb your hair."
Come.
I need to comb your hair.
He's laughing to yourself.
Oh, that's a bad joke.
There we are.
There we are.
What was that 2 years ago, and I'm still telling everyone. Anyway, we'll end it on that. Should we leaving everyone on a good note?
There we are.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Wise words, Ron. Yeah.
See you next week. See you next Tuesday, Dave.
Ronnie, do me a favor. Sorry, Ronnie, before you go, you've got to pull up that comment from Claire Hemingway.
Uh,
There we go. You are there for your Crow family. I know that firsthand. What you did for me was from the heart, and I thank you so much. Claire, we love you to bits. You and your family. We know what you've gone through. Thinking of you. That's a wonderful comment right at the end of this. Right, I'm going to go now. Crow family, thank you so much for joining us. We will see you next week, next Tuesday, 9 o'clock. CrowCast, number 10, anniversary.
Cheers, people.